Howdy, Minyai. Welcome on in. Howdy, friends. What do you mean, ew? Stream just started. What the fuck? Besides syrup, how's everyone doing today? Welcome on in. We have a very interesting stream today. My god, everyone's here. Howdy, welcome on in, Calcium. It's been a little bit. I hope you're having a great day. Howdy, Ed. Welcome, welcome. Wow. Nice to see everyone. I can't lie, I completely forgot about my coffee, so I'm kind of still drinking it. I'm still mod. It's not a problem. We got many mods in chat. A lot of friendly mods here. Some repo gameplay. That sounds fun. Tomorrow we're going to be playing repo for the first time, which is really exciting. I do threaten your mod status. I'm sorry. It's kind of true though. It deserves to be threatened. For the friendly mods, not syrup. You and Calcium for sure. And join for repo? Yeah, I was about to say it depends on the time, that's for sure. I still haven't decided on a time yet. I need to kind of bounce around and figure out who's going to be joining. Because I know we have a friend from, I'm pretty sure Sweden, who wanted to join us. And if we also have Australian friends joining, it's going to make a little bit of a time difference. We're going to have to check that out. The mother humbles her. That's so real. Syrup, I never said I didn't want you to play. You told me you couldn't, and then you said, oh, never mind, I can. Show every 6 months. That's you know what? That's okay. I'll accept it because it's not every day, right? All right. Oh, Pickles is here. You guys are gonna be able to see Mr. Pickles. It's 1:44 a.m. I don't think y'all should be awake. I'm just gonna say that right now. Latest message? No. I hope everyone's having a lovely day, afternoon, early morning, whatever time it is for everyone. Time I see you playing Overwatch on Discord, I still puke. It happens like every day. I'm so sorry. It's such an obsession. It's really bad. Anyhow, today's a very special stream because we're not going to be playing any games. Switch over to our just chatting. Hello, everybody. I actually have something better. Howdy, friends! Isn't this kind of weird? Look, Mr. Pickles is here. The pickle is here. Isn't this interesting? This is the first, like, proper IRL live stream. Isn't this interesting? It's a woman? Hey, y'all? Kind of rude. Pickle. Mr. Pickle. He's holding the hand. Oh, he's licking my he's licking my fingers. When my Twitch. Hey yo, that's not nice. I mean, I can transition for you. I'll do anything for chat. I'm just kidding, that's not true. So we have an interesting stream today. Your Miss Cluttered. Don't look at it. It's my crafting station, so it's cluttered. Look, it's similar to the just chatting. Wait, if we you see? It's similar. It's just a lot messier. It's a lot messier. Regardless, we are going to be repairing this where is she? This woman, Verosika Mayday. We're going to be repairing her cosplay today because I made it like a year ago and I didn't have a lot of passion. So she's like mega broken. It was immaculate. I appreciate it. I threw a bunch of stuff on the other side of this thing. You don't want to see what it looks like. But it's fine. It's fine, you know? I did actually move around a lot of the clutter, which is funny because it still looks ridiculous. My arm. You're a painter. All you have is paint. You know what's in all of you can't see the whole unit, but this unit is full of like fucking stupid ass fabric. It pushed my chair. Fabric and paints and look at this big bottle of acetone. I don't even use it. I just have it. Anyway. We're getting sidetracked. There's a lot everywhere. Regardless, Pickles is here for the day, hopefully, to entertain. We have a wig to fix right now. I don't know if you can tell. This is Kiriko's wig. Doesn't it look like Kiriko? Don't worry about what happened to her. Ooh. Anyways, ban mods. Ask what? I mean, you can maybe ban other mods. I don't think that's useful though. To be fair, I could also just remove mod. It's not a problem. Oh, okay, pickle. That's my coffee. Okay. As long as it doesn't sniffing the coffee. We have a lot of knickknacks in the background that we will be repairing. Some of them will be sewing, which I apologize in advance. I don't have like another camera setup or anything. So Pickles is like licking the floor. What's Pickle? Can you not? It's like he's trying to eat plastic. Um we're spiky for Kiriko. I think she needs her hair, to be fair. But anyway, I have it wait. Without making it all full. Here's her hair. Beautiful hair. Don't ask what happened to it. I need to glue it back on. But that's like another problem. Bring a wig during the PC building? No, no, this is my hair. It shows more because I have like natural light coming in, but I am gonna be having it like re-dyed and cut soon, but I don't have the money for that, so I've kind of like ignored it for now. But yeah, wait, before we get into it, I need to show you guys y'all really something interesting. Sorry, I was trying to find it. I got a bruise from volleyball the other day. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like little dots. It's like really interesting. I've never had a bruise like that before. Anyhow, it is time that we get into figuring out. Oh, my stream deck fell over. Wait a minute. I need to use this. Robbed someone else of theirs. What did I do? What did I do in my hair? Turkish ball streamer? What's happening? What y'all talking about? Regardless, we have a few repairs to do. And as I mentioned, I don't have another camera angle. So I can't show like the actual sewing progress or anything. I'm just gonna be like here. It I guess works fine. We have a few repairs to do on her, so I can kind of bring over the stuff to show it. I think that's fair. There's something that sadly cannot be repaired on her that I may have to try to find another way to fix or not, because next weekend is a convention. So I'm trying to fix her for next weekend, and I also have an exam midway through the week. So we'll figure out what I can do. So here are random parts from her. You know, cute little show and tell. Okay, good. What's happening? We to have art stuff as dinosaur coloring books. I'm so jealous. I love coloring books. Those are so valid. So we can start with like the most broken for some reason. So I have horns, right? They're not exactly circular. They're kind of like very triangular. They have they're like kind of deformed actually. Now that I'm looking at them. Good of it, it's almost 2. Not a problem, Minya. Thank you for popping in. It means a lot. Good luck with the fixing. Thank you. I will need it. So we have our cute horns. Very cutesy, very demure or whatever. Some of them have like some scuffs on them, like here, the little blackness. I can just paint over it, Mod Podge it, which is not a problem. But the problem stems from the headband. Because as you can see, it's kind of broken here. And there's another problem. I don't know if you guys can tell just from it. These screws have kind of exited from the bottom. So basically, how I had them set up, that one's kind of broken. How I had them set up was with, it's so bright, I can't even show it properly. I don't know if you can see that. It's, what are those called? The screws that you use in a wall, like when you don't have a stud. You know what I mean? So I have the screw on the band. I'm not showing this properly. I have the screw on the band and this, and you kind of just spin it. See them illiterate? That's my bad. I mean, that's also your bad, but basically, that's how the horns would work, right? So I would put the horn on first, like, I put the headband on first, and then the wig, and then find the screws, and then screw them in. But as you can see, maybe, hopefully, the screw bit has kind of come out from where the headband is, which would mean that it pokes into my brain. So the last time that I wore her, like now it's not even unscrewing, it's just spinning. Yeah, it's not ideal. Last time I had a horrific headache, and I was like kind of wondering why I had a headache. And then I realized it was because these screws were actually screwing into my head. So I needed magnets. I have a brain that's not nice, Calcium. It's not really nice. I don't really support that. Regardless, what I was thinking of earlier is maybe trying to have magnets instead at the bottom that we can put inside of like the wig cap. You're screwed? Yeah. No, actually, I got hella screwed. Like I was rushing to try to meet like my friend's panel that they were doing, and I ran in and like they were already halfway through the panel. They're like, "Oh, Ali, thank you for being here." And I just looked at her and I'm like, "My head hurts so fucking bad." They're like, "Okay, have a seat." It was like so stupid. Wait, I have my mouse here. I'm trying to wait, I'm not thinking. It's fine. It's fine. You're half as bad, if not less, than syrup, so it's not a problem. um Regardless, that is like the hardest repair, I think, maybe. We also have her tail, which doesn't really look like a tail, to be honest. Um, you can tell I really rushed it because a lot of my cosplays don't often look like this. What did I do? Bro did everything. Um, catching strays. Um, a lot of the paint has broken on these parts because I literally just Mod Podged foam cylinder thing that I found and painted on top of it, and because of that, it has caused a lot of cracks in the paint, which is very ugly, not very pretty. I'm thinking of literally just Mod Podging over it and painting it again because I kind of can't be fucked to make an entire new tail, and I don't want to not have it because I actually don't have the wings for her because those broke off. Watched a Minecraft movie? Yo! Okay, Minecraft movie was awesome though. They like fucking 69 in midair. It's crazy. I don't know if y'all saw that. Anyway, um, I can show off the wings while I'm showing off like everything else. We don't use these anymore, sadly, but look at how pretty they are. Like they're very basic, but oh, I slapped the mic. I'm so sorry. But aren't they kind of cute though? They're kind of vibing. They don't fit anymore with the backs. I decided to have these snaps, which the snaps worked well, surprisingly. But then I had Velcro. This was just ripped off. This one also actually ripped off. But there was Velcro that would connect it. Because I have like a bodysuit and then I have a dress. So it would kind of be like sandwiched between. But the wings were just too heavy. Because like it is still foam, but it's like kind of solid, you know? So it kind of became a little bit heavy for it. So these are sadly retired. Hopefully one day I can build new ones, but I cannot be fucked. Howdy, Fiber. Welcome on in. How are we doing today? I'll be honest, chat is going too fast. I need to just... That was my knees, by the way, if you heard that. I need to take chat out so I can make it bigger. Because I genuinely feel like I need glasses. That started yesterday when I was playing volleyball. What's happening? Last movie I remember watching in cinema is How to Train Your Dragon 3. I have not seen any of those movies, honestly. Are they like really good? I think they look a little bit heavy. Like they're not actually heavy, but like, you know, I don't know. They're kind of lightweight, but because it's just foam and Mod Podge, it's like kind of heavy from the glue. Note to self: Velcro was not strong enough. but we will deal with it another time. These are retired. I also made this shitty fucking ribbon. It's literally like the choker. It's just ribbon. And it connects. It doesn't like to disconnect. So I feel like one day I'm just gonna like chop it off. But it's not important. So I can stay there. The thing that's probably in the best shape are the boots. They're kinda cutesy, kinda demure, you know what I mean? Or just existing, that's such a vibe. Are you? I'm doing well, doing fine. You know, just trying to work on the cosplay. Sorry, I thought the bottom of the boot kind of broke a bit. Really good movies. Crying out the theaters? No, I hate that. I hate when movies are kind of sad. I can't watch those. These are probably the best kept out of the whole cosplay, is like the boots. I would say maybe just like some of the parts need like a little bit more glue. Because this is literally just fabric that I glued on top of the boot. And these X's were ironed on vinyl. So at certain parts, you can see, I'm really bad at showing it. It's like coming off. I don't know if you can see that at all, but at certain parts it's kind of coming off. So instead of ironing it, I think I'm gonna put in glue, because by now with the fabric of it, it's kind of, how would you say? It's almost like I lost all my words. It's kind of fluffy. It's kind of fluffy, so the fabric doesn't want to stick to it anymore. Boots would be more latex. I can't make latex boots. I'm not dealing with, you know how sweaty latex is? I'm not doing that shit. Are you serious? And you have to polish it? No, not doing that. So these are like an easy repair. There is an ad break happening right now. I appreciate you telling me. We're not going to be doing much. We're just kind of waiting around, to be honest. So the boots are the easiest repair. I'm going to take a quick little coffee break while we have our ad break. That was a big slam. I don't know where Pickles. I have no idea where Pickles ran off to. 5 ads. That's actually crazy. It's not supposed to be like 5 ads. Are you serious? You make fun of any Slurpnors. Oh, there's Pickles. I summoned him. I beat you to it though. I knew it. My easy to mute mic. I like it very much. And I even got this arm stand like specifically for this stream, which it's been really good. Pickles is laying on top of what I was just about to show the camera. Um he's so comfy. Baby, can you just, you can stay comfy, stay comfy, stay comfy. Okay. It's fine. So what we will probably not be working on today is the actual dress itself, which is weird. It is like an actual pleather, like I feel like the boots should have been, like Ed was saying. But I'm not gonna be making latex boots because I'm just gonna be sweating my ass off and I can't have that. The dress is low-key actually probably the most broken, but it's really interesting how I made it. I glued it directly to a bra, which I feel like is kind of obvious with the weird way that it sits at the top. But for doing a fast cosplay, it worked fine. There are some issues with the back, however. There's like some glue that got on the back part of here, so it looks really ugly. But there's not much that I can do about that unless I just make it new, which I'm not going to be doing. I only have a week and I have exams, so I'm not going to be doing that. So the dress is probably going to stay the way that it is. I may just, no, I think it's just going to stay the way that it is. During a fitting, I'm probably going to see if there's like adjustments to make, but I don't think I'm going to be doing it on stream. So I think I'm going to be shoving her in the bin. Be easier with a corset. I'm not making a corset. It would be easier with a corset, but I wasn't going to try to buy a corset and then like remove all the panels and then make the panels myself, because I was not very passionate about this cosplay. I was trying to finish it in like a month, 2 months. So we kind of did it quick. so we didn't really do it properly. You know what I mean? I was like making speedrun. Pretty much. I don't speedrun my costumes at all. It took me like that sword on the wall took me like 5 months, which is just a prop, so it's kind of stupid. But it takes me a long time, so 80% hell of a boss. That's so silly. No major glitches. It's no major glitches, but it's definitely cheats. Probably had a horrible voice crack. Probably the worst part of the cosplay are the gloves. I got very, very lazy and I couldn't find a proper stretch, white, shiny fabric like I wanted. So I bought it online. I do love the shininess from it. I think it's really perfect. But the problem is because it's a cheap fabric and I used to have Velcro, the fingers, I don't know if you can see the light. In the shade, you can see that all those little, the little like lighter parts, that's all like destroyed fabric from the Velcro. So there's not much that I can do about it. But what I can do, when the seams is ripped actually. But on the inside, I had these little snaps, and the snaps went onto the bodysuit, and some of them broke off. So I'm gonna try to glue them like here. This one broke off, so I'm gonna try to re-glue them. And I tried to wash them a little while ago, and they kind of became like a light pink. You can't see it much though, so I'm not really scared about it. Um, but there is like a weird mystery stain on this one, like right here. You can't see it, as I mentioned, because it's so shiny, but I see it, and there's like a mystery stain. I'm gonna try to get rid of it. If it doesn't work though, I guess it's just gonna stay there. This one, however, is the worst glove. Obviously, it has a nice pattern on it, which I just decided to paint, which was better than using vinyl, but I feel like the paint didn't really do great. Precious Alley. Not as much for this costume. Not as much. But like here, you can tell there was. I'm trying to show the camera. It's so shiny, you can't fucking see it. There. You can see the paint here. It's obviously not supposed to be there. It's just supposed to be in the X. Who hurt your wrist? Oh, I was. I forgot to mention. Yesterday I went out to play volleyball. It was hilarious. Met a bunch of new people. It was a lot of fun. I forgot how to play volleyball and I hit it a couple times, like directly on the wrist, like right here. And I was like, oh, I definitely need the bracer. So that was a little sad. I also got hit on the head twice with the ball, which was kind of funny. It's like once it landed like on my head, which was completely fine. And then another time someone was trying to save it, so they knocked it up and I was just kind of staring at it and it hit me like right in the face. But it was funny because that happened twice. You know what I mean? Hurt wrist gang. For sure. Like it's gonna heal like super fast. I just figured if I'm gonna be sewing, I should probably have like something to stabilize the wrist, I guess. The glove nutted. I would hope not if I'm wearing it. Regardless, we also have the worst pair of shorts that I have ever crafted. Luckily, because of the colors, you cannot see the seams, but they are awful. None of them line up, but no one should see it, right? If you're seeing the shorts, you are too low, right? Like you should not be there. Regardless, the shorts are actually fine. There's no repairs needed except for maybe. Actually, I don't even think so. Because I have these snaps at the bottom. I'm gonna try to show them. There's little snaps to connect to the boots. And these are actually all fine too. So this is our first pair of completed cosplay part, which didn't need repair. We did something! Huh? And I don't understand your message. I'm so sorry. The huge time save. Huge time save on the speedrun. And then I have the top. Okay, that almost looks like nipples. That's the back, okay? That's the back. That's where the wings used to go. This is the top of it. It doesn't go very long because of course we have like the sleeves. And I did this cute, like, obviously you can't see it because the color is just like so fucked up. But she has like her weird tattoo thing. It's usually colored in. I just outlined it and I said it was good enough. It's not nipple shirt, it's back acne shirt. You know what I mean? Anyways. Here she has some repairs on the sleeves. This is actually a snap that came off. Okay. It came off of the other part. So I'm just gonna put it back on so I don't lose it. And it has like a weird turtleneck part, which I can't lie, I use a stretchy fabric, right? Like it is a fabric that I guess you can use for what I wanted, but it's not that stretchy and it's not that breathable. So I had to make this weird ass contraption. Look at all those snaps. That's on the inside and that's on the outside. And it looks weird as hell, and that's because it is weird as hell. So basically, like what I did with the top is I snap it to itself. This is so stupid. And then on the inside, I also snap it to itself. So then it makes like a tighter neck. So it actually like I don't know. It actually becomes kind of the turtleneck because it's not stretchy enough without it. And you don't really see the ugliness. You can't even see it on the camera for fuck's sake. But you don't really see the ugliness on the backside because she has like the choker that goes around it. So it saved me time, but it's also like really ghetto. Like I don't know anyone who sews like I do. Ow. I almost flipped my nail. Regardless, the shirt takes some repair. And that's pretty much everything. I think the most pain in the ass, well, not pain in the ass, but the thing is gonna not take the most time either. There is, I've tried to like classify them. We have like the actual fabric, and then we have like the ASMR. We have the foam, foam paint things. So we have like two different classifications of what we need to do. Pickles is just gonna be chilling in the background, I guess. Um, Good time to try to figure out what we want to do. I'm thinking maybe just gonna push that over. I'm thinking maybe we can do like our easiest task first, which would be gluing some of these back down properly. Oh, it doesn't know words. I struggle. I struggle. I'm trying not to, but you know. I can't lie though, she kind of smells like closet. Like she has been in my closet for a long time, so it's like understandable. But on today's episode of trying to find my glue. Oh, I got it. I have like a bad habit of squirreling my items. And then I remember where I put it last time, but I don't remember where I actually stored it away, you know? In the closet. Yeah. What? Wait, relatable. You know, you can, you know, we respect you, right? We're here for you. Just know that. Sadly, as I mentioned, because the camera angle, there's like I can't get like close-ins of what I'm doing. Just know that I'm kind of gluing down the edges of these. They're not even like that bad. Like they're barely popping off. I mean like pop off queen. But I'm like at the same time we may as well fix it. Also, as you can see, I have like no glue left. I ordered some more like a little while ago on my favorite thing ever, Amazon. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. And out of nowhere, they sent me an email and they're like, "Oh, your item is out of stock." I'm like, "Okay, like when can I receive it?" They're like, "No, we gave you a refund." I'm like, "Okay, but like I need my glue. Like I can't get this in person. It's from Germany." And they're like, "Oh, we sent you a refund." I'm like, "Oh my fucking god, thank you. That's great." Like that's like a minimum, fuck. But then I checked and their listing is still up, but they don't have any. So I'm like, it's not like a scam because they gave me my money back. So I'm just so confused. Also, there's way too much glue that came out of this thing. It's yikes. declare multiple occasions you don't respect me. So because I'm a man? I mean, it's kind of true, but it's also not. Like, you're taking my words and then saying them, but I didn't say it. So it, like, doesn't count. It's pure. It is. It's just, it's pure BS. And of course, I try not to use it just at all. But like a long time ago, I was gifted like a $50 gift card thing. So I was like, oh, I may as well use it. Did not work well. Okay, so all of this glue came out and it doesn't want to stick to anything. That's so useful. Thank you, glue. I love this glue so much though. If ever you are doing any sort of gluing to fabric, anything at all, if it involves like repairing a shirt or whatever, I can't show it properly because it's like super shit right now, but the Gutarman is really, really, really good fabric glue. I've never had a problem with it. I've used it for wigs, I've used it for paint, I've used it for like everything. It's so good. All right. And it glues like super fast. You don't even have to wait for it. Not like contact cement where you have to wait like 10 minutes for it to dry and then glue it together. Anyways, my little ramble is out. I'm gonna try to find other areas where the things didn't glue on properly. On the vinyl, I think is like a little bit harder to get the glue on because it's kind of supposed to iron on, but I already did it multiple times and tried to fix it. But I guess this is the first time I'm trying vinyl with this like kind of fabric, which I don't know how to describe what kind of fabric it is. It's kind of soft, uh, fluffy. It has like little, like I can't even show it to the camera, so I feel psycho, but like trust, it's like a kind of fluffy fabric. So, so it was a little hard to iron on. Which is why I'm like, I tried my best to iron it back on, and whatever didn't iron back on, I'm just gonna glue it because fuck it. It's not gonna work. And here, I put too much glue. That's okay, no one's gonna see it. If you're looking at my legs, you got a problem. So, it shouldn't be a problem. But this is gonna be the first convention I go to in a little bit. Here in Canada at least. I don't know about anywhere else in the world, but I feel like it's kind of like all over Canada. We have like a convention season, and that's like summer. And this is the earliest not the earliest convention, but it's one of the earlier conventions of the year. Because I think there was one that passed like 2 weekends ago. I didn't go, obviously. Howdy, Rain Man, welcome on in. Love the music, thank you. It's a playlist I have on Spotify. It is public, but I haven't been able to make like a command. I've tried to do it. I've tried to look it up online, and nobody tells me, so I'm crying about it. But that fell over. The first boot has been repaired. Everything is glued back on. Love it. Easy repair. We are speed running. Start the timer. Start the dream music. Do 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 do. Regardless. Just checking everything. We have a little bit here. That should be enough glue. You really don't need a lot of it, but like this is like the kind of glue tube where like you slightly push down on it and it just doesn't stop spewing. She's just like me for real, but it's not what I'm needing right now. Going to conventions makes me feel bad. I've never been to one. Anything than going to movies. A bit jealous. Look, it's totally fine. It is expensive. It's time consuming to go to conventions and stuff. But if you have the time and if there is one available, I totally recommend it. But I do have to say, it is completely different if you are wearing a costume. Even if like you made it yourself or if you bought it, then if you just kind of show up wearing nothing. Of course, you don't have to cosplay to go to conventions. You can obviously just go. A lot of activities, a lot of fun people, a lot of things to buy if you have too much money. But for me, it's the fun of dressing up and kind of just showing off like what I create because of course I'm really passionate about my costumes. But yeah, what is this? Mr. Pickles a treat? Does Mr. Pickles deserve a treat? Just knowing there's a communities grouping together near your location. Yeah, you know what? Pickle, fuck off. We are gonna be giving him a treat. Don't worry. He's running off to his cage, the baby. But to find a community near you is difficult. But once you know like who to talk to and where those communities are, it's really easy actually. Like this weekend, actually, there is a store downtown where I live where it's literally called like Artist Alley Shop, where they sell things like an artist alley. Like people who make little stickers and keychains and stuff. Instead of going to conventions, they also have like a tiny little display case where they sell their art there. And it is an awesome store. It feels just like you're in the artist alley of a convention, except it's actually pretty. Because artist alleys are just like cement everything and it's ugly as hell. But there, this weekend, they're doing a convention. They're doing a cosplay thing. I don't know what it is, but I'm certain if I were to go there, I'd be meeting a lot more like local, smaller cosplayers, which is awesome. You know, it's like people just like me. Never hear about convention events near me after they've happened. That's the thing though, like you only hear about it after unless you know the people who are like, oh my god, is anyone going next weekend? I'm like, what's happening next weekend? You know what I mean? Regardless, we are going to be feeding Mr. Pickles. Gonna be giving him a treat. Oh, he's gonna jump up. Wait, he's gonna jump. He's gonna jump. Go. He got nervous. I'm gonna go get him his. Oh, there he is. I'm gonna go get Mr. Pickles his treats. And you guys can actually watch him get his treat this time. Sorry, he ran away. I forgot he would run away. Treat time. He's skedaddled. Yeah, I figured. Sadly, he cannot have a lot, right? But he can get a little. Let's see if we can put him like turn around so you can face the camera. There we are. I'll give him one more. Look at him, look at the way he eats. He's fucking insane. That was like his last supper. He eats like he's never eaten a day in his life. I tried to pick up the treat to put it back up here and he fought me for it. He was about to bite me, the little shit. Bro acts like he's never eaten a day in his life. Oh my god, howdy cutie stacks, what's up? Welcome on in. We were feeding Mr. Pickles. Okay, he's gonna follow me again, but I'm gonna put this away because he has a bad habit of biting. I don't know if you can see it. Here, stop it. He's like bit through the bag, so I'm just gonna put it away quickly. I had to baby him out of the kitchen. Of course, Mr. Pickles is here. All right, let's go here. All right. That was a fun little activity. Thank you for the break. Just gonna glue. He wants to eat glue. Glue, baby. Sack of potat. He is full of. He loves potatoes. I don't know if I've said that on stream before. His favorite food is potatoes. Sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes. He will he will leave like an entire steak on a plate just to eat the potatoes. He's gonna be taking up a bit of the screen, I think now. Should the boyfriend your cosplay? Oh my god, I appreciate it. Hope you like it. Today, as you can, is she off the screen? No, she's not off the screen. Where is she? Woman, woman here. We are repairing her today. For our, he's hunting for the treats, bro. You already ate them. You ate them in like a minute, not even. Anyways, we are repairing our Verosika cosplay for next weekend. A few parts of her need a lot of fixing that I'm probably gonna be doing after the stream or like another day because I also have to study, which is a lot of fun, and I have to play Overwatch. So none of the glue is coming out. I have to squeeze it again. It's a quick tip. If it's not coming out, just squeeze harder. Me for real. Alrighty. This glue has been working very well on the vinyl and... Kelson, what's that? Anyhow, um, this fabric glue has been working very well on vinyl and this fluffy fabric. I have no idea what it is. I'm so sorry. Oh, now all the glue is coming out. You'll see that? I don't think so. It's so bright, but it's not. I can't like show anything on camera. I see Pickles the side of my eye. He wants to jump up. What? Looking at me like I'm the crazy one. Like, where the fuck will my food go? He's literally like the SpongeBob clip of like, you ate my last chocolate bar, now I'm gonna starve. Literally him. I didn't see the last stream. Did you get the silly goose? We did. We got the silly goose on our Ana only account, and we also got it on our regular account that I did off stream because you know that was just like the regular hustle. You know what I mean? But yeah, we got the nameplate with help of some Swedens, some Swedish. They were super lovely. I'm excited to play games with them again. They're awesome people. And yeah, I think with that, the boots are repaired. Okay, I missed the spot. I missed a spot. I missed a spot. I have like no fucking glue left. This shit ass company that won't send me their glue. Pickle. Okay. Okay, Pickle. He's sitting on my shit, brother. Alright. I'm like, as long as he doesn't eat the glue, I guess it's okay. Or steps on it. I finished the battle pass in Fortnite with 25 days. That's relatable for me with Overwatch. It's a problem. I know that's obvious, but I used to like never finish these battle pass things until the obsession. Okay, no more glue is coming up. I'm getting a little nervous. Okay. Oh, now there's gonna be a fuck ton that comes out. Pickles. I don't want to move it. He's gonna try to eat it, bro. I can't. 200 levels. Using an alt account? Oh, man. For bot lobbies. Okay. Honestly, it's kind of fair for the grind. You guys can see my horrible posture. I'm very sorry. I'm trying to avoid the cat with the glue. You see the way he's looking at the glue? Bro wants it so bad. Okay. I should have called this stream like fixing my cosplays, but Mr. Pickles harasses me. Posture check? I appreciate it, thank you. It's definitely needed, actually. I think it's... He's licking my pants. Anyways, Pickles is a glue. He's just like me. Oh, he's just like me. I wish I could show his face to the camera. Just snatch him. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick coffee break. I was gonna say in the meantime, hopefully Pickles comes closer, but I guess he had his own plans, which is fair, you know, obviously. Take a quick coffee break. Epic. We have returned. I'm smart with the muting. I'm pretty good with it. Anyhow, now that Pickles is off of it. Oh, I missed a spot. We're almost done it at least. Alright. Hopefully I don't have to use too much more glue because... Alright. Well, now that this part is done, both the boots have been repaired. They're fine. They're not great, obviously, but they're mediocre. We can throw them to the back. So that is the task complete. I'm thinking there's an ad break. No, I wasn't paying attention. Thank you for letting me know. I was just about to show off actually my progress so far on my Kiriko cosplay, which I'm just gonna. It's 4 ads. That's so cringe. So cringe. As I've mentioned in the past, of course, we have ads so that hopefully when you join the stream for the first time, you don't get pre-rolls. Because I know I personally despise pre-rolls. I will sometimes leave a stream if the pre-rolls are too bad, because it happens sometimes. I feel really guilty about it, but I can't stand it sometimes. Especially like the type of ad that shows up sometimes. Regardless, before we continue our journey on repairing the rest of it, I figured maybe we can show off a bit of the progress that we have done so far on Kiriko. She is obviously not complete and she needs a lot of TLC. But I'm being a lot more patient with her as compared to this costume because obviously I don't want to have to do this again, like repair her all the time. And so far, her quality has been immensely better than any of my previous cosplays. So I'm really, really proud of it. But because of that as well, it's just taking forever to complete. So I figured, you know, we can take a little break and we can kind of show off the work that we've done on her. So I don't know if anyone has noticed in the background, our mannequin. I'm just gonna. Everything is falling over, but that's okay. I'm just gonna pick it back. It's gonna fall. I'm gonna have to pick it up. Don't ask about the stick. I actually don't remember what I was gonna use that stick for. We'll probably figure it out at some point. Regardless, here's mostly what we have for Kiriko so far. If you are interested. It may not seem like it, but this is a proper quality kimono. The only thing I don't have for her is, what is this called? I think it's called the okumi, which is usually like a seam that starts kind of like from the nipple and it goes down. But on her costume, she didn't have it. So I removed them. But it is a like properly made kimono, which is very, it's like, I did like bad stitching in the back to be fair, but you're not going to be able to see it anyways. I hope. But she's very, very sturdy. Like I have no problem grabbing on it, which my previous cosplays, I wouldn't want to do that. So the quality is getting better. And the collar is like really stable to try to keep like its shape, which is nice. We have her little icon, which I had to hand design it because I couldn't find like a proper design online. So it worked out surprisingly well. And I've learned a lot from my vinyl days, and this one is like properly glued on there, which is very nice. What we also have for her, as I showed earlier, her wig. which will require a lot of help. However, actually, let me put it here. Y'all are not gonna believe how stupid this is. Wait, here. This is gonna be her ponytail. I don't know if any of y'all see the vision, but I see the vision, and that's all that matters. Anyways, that's like the stupidest part of her that I have, which is really funny. However, we do have actual good progress, which is these shorts. They're very nice. They even have pockets, like a nice size pocket. It fits almost like my entire hand. Which of course, boop, her kimono needs to be shortened, but I'm not going to do that yet because, oh, hi, Pickle. Okay. I'm not going to shorten it yet because, you know, you only cut once. So that's not going to happen. However, what we do have is we have two of these panels, which looks very shiny in the video. Oh, he wants to jump. Go, baby, jump! Go! You got it! Oh, he's nervous. Oh, he's nervous. It's because of the printer in the way. Don't look at me like that. Okay, I'm sorry. I moved the printer. I'm sorry, baby. Ponytail. Here's a small cute bow. Yeah. The bow is kind of going to like bring it together because of how I'm going to attach on the ponytail. So I'm like really excited about that. And here we have the side panels, which are very long. Like very long. I can't even show you guys how long it is. And of course, these attach onto her side, which is going to be very nice. And these have a lot of different fabrics inside. I kind of want to show because I think they're cool. Oh, this one is falling apart. This is why I needed the glue, because I have no seams. I have no visible seams because hers doesn't have any visible seams. So it is a lot of different things inside of it. So we have a pleather on the outside, which is very shiny and very leathery. Yeah, it's pleather. We have like a hard interlining, a soft interlining, and we have just like a regular cotton fabric on the inside. Which, yeah, I think it makes a nice sturdiness and like a nice flow. You know what I mean? Without being too stiff, without being too soft. So that was very interesting to figure out how to do that. Regardless, has pockets. I know. I'm really happy with the pockets. He wants to jump. You got it. You got it. Go, baby, go. What a big jump. Wow. What a good baby. Third person POV. Yeah. That was huge. Honestly, good job. Anyhow, that was our Kiriko progress. As I mentioned, there's not like a lot. I do also have like more things. Okay, got stuck. This looks awful. Looks really bad, but these are gonna be her boots. They're just kept together right now with pins. I decided to paint the soles. I don't know if that's smart because it can kind of like get washed off easily, but I'll figure that out. Regardless, her boots, because they are male boots, like winter boots, so they're gonna be quite. They're quite heavy, which is maybe not a good idea, but they look exactly like her oversized sneakers, which is awesome. And she also has like the kunais I started working on, but I'm not gonna show them because they look like shit. So we're not gonna be showing those right away. For now though, what I think we can do is start trying to get into the cleaning of the gloves, which I really don't want to have to do. But as I showed kind of earlier, the paint really came off. So I'm gonna try a method to clean them, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I may even try to paint over it because I really don't like how it looks. Oh, I also have some blue. It doesn't really show well. There's also some blue. So I may try to paint over that as well. Regardless, I have a interesting technique I'm gonna try. And that's resolve. I use this on a apron that I have for my KFC Noel. when I put it in the wash and I completely forgot she has these little like cute pink bows on it. I forgot to wash the fabric. So her apron turned pink and I was so mad at myself. Like it bled. It wasn't just all pink, it bled really bad. So it kind of fixed it. I just didn't have the patience with it. So I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna get like a toothbrush and I'm gonna get like paper with water and see if that does anything. Howdy, Frixie. Welcome on in. It's nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna have to get a few things for this project, so I will be back in a quick moment. Pickles has ran away, so no pickle entertainment. I will try to be back as soon as possible, okay? Oh, that's my chair. We'll be back soon. I have interesting things here. We have this toothbrush. My phone just went off. I have skull cup, plastic cup. I'm pretty sure it's Pookie's because it's not mine. We want pickle? He's in the kitchen. I'm gonna get him. So Pickle is not allowed in the kitchen. So I always have to take him out. And he only likes sitting on the shoulder. The form. He's pretty good. It's just Pickle inbound. It's not for you to drink, buddy. I'm just gonna grab that away from him quickly. So, as I was mentioning previously, it kind of sucks because I don't have like another camera angle. So it's gonna be a little difficult to properly see like what I'm doing. But I hope that's okay. Don't lay down on that right now. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna take this out because the toothbrush is like kind of dirty. Not from washing, from cleaning. So I'm gonna just try to make sure I don't stain my thing any more than it already is. Hopefully I can remove it. I don't know if it does anything at all. It seems like it's kind of becoming cleaner. But just gonna be brushing my gloves, as everyone does, right? Not on the inside. I'm thinking maybe I have to leave it for a bit. This is like the most entertaining thing to do on stream. I'm gonna try to leave it for a bit because it seems to be doing something, but not enough. What I can do as well is try to fix up the little blue spot that I have here on the paint. And I conveniently have the paint within the mess on the wall. I had to get, of course, the fabric paint because it's very, what's the word? Stretchy, very stretchy. My paintbrushes are here. Okay, that's not gonna fall over for sure. It wouldn't. I like how Pickles is like in the way of where I was gonna do my crafting, as always. Always in the middle of the way. Doesn't matter where I am. He was always blocking his beautiful face. He's so happy with himself too. Howdy, Blood Moon. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. A beautiful, thank you. That's so nice. Appreciate it. It is our first like proper IRL stream. Like we did our PC building, but that was literally just like from my phone, and it was so ghetto. It worked. trying to debate if this paint is dry or not. Like it's you can't see that. It's coming on the brush, but it doesn't want to. As long as I don't paint pickles, I guess it's okay. How are you? I'm doing well. How are you doing? I'm low-key a little bit stressy. Just for one, it's like the first IRL stream, so I'm like, I don't know how to entertain. I don't know why. But also just because I have an exam soon, and instead of studying or practicing for my exam, I'm painting and streaming. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm doing the proper thing, but next week is a convention, so I may as well finish it, right? It's perfect just the way he is. Of course. Look at this. Look at the creature. Like, and I'm getting 2 cameras. I plan to try to get like a second camera view. I believe I can use my phone for it, but I cannot give enough of a fuck to figure that out. So I'm gonna do that at some point, but maybe not for like the foreseeable future. I'm not sure. It depends on like how willing I am. Pickle painting stream. You want me to paint him? I don't want him to sniff it really, because there is paint on it. But like, you know, I'm really tired of him being a gray tabby. Maybe I can make him pink. That is kind of like diva. Oh, he heard that. He got mad. Kind of diva though. So, team hydration. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna do that in a quick second here. At least I didn't need a lot of paint because it's not that it's dry. It's just I can't really care. All right. Hydration break. Make sure to hydrate as well. Y'all like the pineapple? Y'all fuck with the pineapple? I hate these cups. I hate them so much, but it's the only ones I have. What did you mean anyways by pickle painting stream? Like, I paint him or he paints? Like, I give him, like, paint on his paws and then he would lick it? Pickles? Okay. On, like, a little side tangent, another reason why he's not allowed in the kitchen, I would try to, like, clean the kitchen often, right? Because he loves being in the kitchen. Like, the floors aren't heated, but the heating is from the ceiling. So the neighbors downstairs always have the heating on in the kitchen. So it's heated floors, right, in the kitchen. And he likes it. And he wants to be in the kitchen so bad. Not only does he, like, steal our sponges and knock over all the plates onto the floor, but he also licks the floor, thinking that there's food there. Even if I just cleaned it and mopped it, so there's chemicals, like, on the water. There's chemicals on the floor that I'm, like, trying to wipe down with water. And before I can even do that, Pickles is licking up the floor. I'm like, bro is craving chemicals. It's crazy. He acts like I don't feed him, and all he wants is, like, death. I don't know. I don't know why he's like this. But there's not much I could do. And then just prevent him. But that's why I have a gate to the kitchen, which is, like, so shitty. But I guess it works. What doesn't work, however, is the resolve on the paint. That's not coming off. It's really not coming off. I'm gonna try just to wet it, see if that does anything. I don't know if it's obvious, but everything that I do for my cosplays, no fucking idea what I'm doing. Like, I just do it. That's, like, also why I want to go to school for it, so I actually, like, learn something. Like, I could always look into it, but why look into it when you can use up all of your patience on something that's not gonna end up working, right? I think that's smarter. Okay, this is not doing anything at all. I don't believe that for a second. Okay. Well, it's fair. I'm trying to think, because I have another chemical thing that I can use, but I worry if they mix. Because, like, health class, I'm losing my words. Health lesson, you shouldn't mix chemicals. Really smart. However, I am a desperate cosplayer, I'm gonna get out my other chemicals and I'm going to decide if it is worth gassing myself to try to remove this paint. I will be back in a quick second. On second thought, I don't think this is gonna work. It's a disinfectant. And the only other thing I have is a grout cleaner. I don't think I should put that on my fabric. What do you study? Right now I'm finishing a language course. So I have a French course and then I have an English course to finish. And after that, I get to go to like proper schooling and I'm planning to go into costume creation. So that's for like cinema and theater and stuff. I'm gonna keep this here. I'm not gonna use it though. That really sucks though because I don't have a white paint and I don't have a way to get rid of this. It's amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really hope it ends up working out. It seems like within like my vicinity there's only 2 schools that kind of offer that course. And the one that offers it like properly is private. And long story short, my college funds were stolen from me. So I can't really go there. I don't have like 50k or however much it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be 20k honestly, but I don't have that. So I'm planning to go to a public. But the public is like it's also theater. Like it's background creation for theater, which I think is cool as well. It's almost like prop creation kind of a thing, which is kind of fun. It's not really what I want to do, to be honest. Don't worry. It's a long and interesting story. It involves Mexico for some reason. We got a lot of interesting lore on the channel. However, my assumptions were correct. This is not working. I think this is a failed project, and we will have to come back to it. Oh, I forgot I had paint on it, and I was about to just like chuck it. That's not what I want to do. Intrigued but not nosy. It's just gonna take forever to try to explain it properly. Hopefully the paint dries the same color, because right now it's quite dark. Regardless, I think because this one's wet, we're just gonna kind of like leave it to be for now, and we'll forget about it. I can't lie, I saw the cup here, right? And it's shaped like a wine glass, and I was ready just to take a sip, and I'm like, I'm not I'm not drinking wine right now. So that did not work. Not a problem, you know, things happen. I should probably clean my paintbrush though. I'm just gonna do that quickly. Because I'm really responsible with my brushes. I've tossed out so many. One would be nice though. Honestly, like it is only like 1 p.m. so I feel like I shouldn't. But I'm like, who's gonna tell me not to? Probably the fact I still haven't drank my coffee. Still my coffee from this morning. It's like I had a friend who stayed over recently. And I was like, oh, like, how do you take your coffee? Do you want me to make you coffee? He's like, no, I don't really drink coffee. I'm like, oh, okay, fair. Like, I can make you a tea. He's like, do you have beer? I'm like, it's 10 in the morning. They're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, I don't have beer. I have wine. They're like, I'll take anything. Like, that's a different level of unhinged. Like, I do it as well sometimes, but I at least have, like, you know, like the Kahlua in the coffee. It's not, like, just straight up, like, Captain Morgan's in the morning. Like, I'm not that unhinged. I try to be, but I'm not. Anyways. Finishing off a whiskey I poured 5 hours ago. You know, just it makes it last longer, right? You're being smart about it. You're conserving, I think is the word I'm trying to think of. Too early for you, maybe. Look, can't tell me when it's too early, right? It's like 5 p.m. somewhere in the world or something. I just choose not to. Okay. We are gonna try something else with this glove. Oh, that's my knees. My knees pop. I think that's a sign that I don't get out often. I've lost another tool. I lost the tool. I I knew this was gonna happen. This happens too often. It's the weekend. Do it. No, don't be a bad influence. I'm not doing it. You just reminded me to. I'm telling you not to. Homebrew? Wait, what? What is this? Conserving, totally. Didn't forget because my 8th one tonight. I mean, pop off, king, right? So is that a bad influence to start drinking early in the morning? Well, morning. It's 1 p.m. I mean, you look. You do you, right? Shoddy, queen, bestie, pop off. Just keep the liver clean. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of where I put my tool. I'm offended. What? That's so mean. That's so cruel. 12,000 step walk in Stockholm today. Oh my god, that's a lot of steps. That is scary. See, I never leave the house, so that's like really scary for me. Like I went out yesterday for like the first time, other than the day before when I went out from the Minecraft movie, and look what happened to me. It was volleyball. But I'm trying to make it seem like it's worse. I have no idea what this tool is. I'm trying to find. I don't know what it's called. I call it a shedder. Yeah, I call it a shredder. I used it recently, so I thought I would put it back. But I didn't. I didn't put it back where I should have, and now I don't know where it is. I guess we're gonna be skipping on it today. I'll find it at some point. I'm gonna look one more time. Quarter is on the wall. No, it's a little thing. It can't be hooked. It's like this big. I always put it in here, and it's not in here. Anyways, that's what I get. Deserving. Enjoying your stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. As I mentioned, like first cosplay stream and first like proper IRL stream. So if it does well and people enjoy it, then we can do it more often. Um. Oh yeah, this glove has the mystery stain. I have no idea what the fuck it is. But I'm like, can I just ignore it and just move on with it? Like you don't. I'm like, obviously on camera you don't see it, but like in like IRL you see it. It maybe it just needs to be washed. Because I feel like this is after I washed it. But I think I'm just gonna try. I'm just gonna try to wash it. And these, before what I did, I'm just gonna try to show it to the camera. I have these little snap-ons. These snap-ons connect to. They connect onto the nipple shirt, right? They connect here. That's how some of these have come off. To keep the sleeves on, because of course she's supposed to be completely pink, but I'm not painting my body. He won't have me doing that. So of course I just snap them on, so like my true skin doesn't show. However, I didn't want any seams on the outside, so I decided to hot glue them, and that did not work very well because they came off. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually sew them on, which yeah, you're gonna see the sew, like the sew circle, but like who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like if it stays on and it doesn't break for the whole day, I think that's a success. So I think that's the smarter option. I'm gonna move over the failed project I am missing... I'm missing 2 of the buttons, so I'm gonna try to figure out what side it's on. This one... This one... This one has 4. Wait. I think one of these ripped off and there's like no glue residue whatsoever. Like it didn't even try. But body paint? I can't do body paint. Like, I don't even have like a proper face paint that I use. It's literally just like, no, actually I stole it from my brother. So no, it is like proper face paint, but it's not what you should use for your body, for sure not. I know I was watching online, there's this small company who is working on body paint specifically for cosplays that it only comes off with like a specific kind of product. So you can like hug people without getting them pink and stuff, and it shouldn't come off with sweat, which is also really important. Like the last time I wore Verosika out was a convention in August. It was a heat wave. It was horrible. There was too many people. The air conditioning was on, but like, okay, the convention space that we go to for the big conventions here where I live, it's a like 7-story building, but it's like completely open for most of it. It's just really, really tall. And from what I heard, you need to turn on the air conditioning a few days in advance because the building is so big that it needs it to be on to circulate. And they didn't do that. So, like, thousands and thousands of people showed up during a heat wave, right? Dressed up, sweaty anime people, right? Who don't know deodorant. Sorry, I had to put that out. It's true. In this like super hot ass place, the air conditioning was just turned on, and there's people everywhere. Like they oversold tickets. I was so fucking pissed off. Like I was covered in pink on my face, and I could feel like everything, like my life essence was draining. It was sweaty, it was gross, and I was like, that's it. I was like, I'm not cosplaying her again. I will be cosplaying her again, but the difference is this time it's in April, and like just like 3 days ago or something it snowed, so it shouldn't be that sweaty. Literally a melting pink, but yeah, I felt my face like dripping, and I was like, my makeup is coming off. Like pink is like dripping from it. It was nasty. It didn't though. It didn't. I had like a good spray, but it really felt like it was. And I was like, this is so fucked up. Regardless, I actually need to check on her. I think... Yeah, this is the right side. So I need to take things really slow. Deodorant, who's she? You are a part of the problem. Okay. So the side with the tattoo is the side with the ugly glove right now. The side without the tattoo, so over here. This is where we need to put these things back on. The only problem is one of these doesn't even have a glue residue, so I have no idea where it goes. So we're gonna have to try to figure that out. Oh, it's in the middle somewhere. Okay. I'm debating. I'm like, I can't use a white chalk, obviously. I have a colored marker. I'm gonna try that. What is it? I have to show off this cool ass marker I got. So it's just a marker, right? Double-sided marker. How cool. This purple side dries with air within a day, and this blue side will only come off with water, which is really cool. So if you're lazy as hell and you just want to like do like your markings on your fabric and then you want to forget about it for a month, you do it with the blue one. And only when it's done, you put it in the wash if your thing is strong enough, or you can like hand wash it and then it will come off. But if you just want it to come off naturally, like you do it with the purple. Like I did that for the little emblem on Kiriko with the purple, and I was afraid because it stayed on for like 2 days, but it just came off. So keep some in the truck with me. Thank God. Thank goodness. I can't stand them sweaty boys no more. So I'm gonna hope that Oh, it's spinning. I'm gonna hope that the marker is strong enough to kind of leave something. So I have a bit of a saying where I can put it. I don't know if it's gonna work, to be honest, but we can try that out. Okay, so this one goes there. So this connects here. I feel like I should have put this on, actually. Like, I can just shove my arm through it. This is not how you're supposed to wear it, I'm sure. Oh! That one came off really easily. Just so that it has a little bit of something. It should go about here. I don't know if it's doing anything. I could also put in a pin. I think that's kind of smart. Ah! That's not working as well as I thought it would. I always forget where I put my shit. Does anyone else have a bad habit of squirreling things? Like, I have this really bad habit of, like, I put things away somewhere and I'm like, oh, actually, I don't really like where I put it. I'm gonna rearrange it. And then I rearrange it. And then I forget where I rearranged it. Then when I go looking for it, I can't fucking find it because it's not in the spot that I normally put it. That's like my biggest problem. I do it all the time. Whoops. So in a fun turn of events, I don't know if it shows very well. It does not show at all. But there's a little pink mark. I did put in a pin anyways, just to make sure. But the marker did work, which is quite impressive. Now we're gonna be doing something very entertaining. We're gonna be hand sewing. Very entertaining, as I said. I don't have a good white. Cannot say I do. Damn, is it only a B problem? Yikes. That's embarrassing. Don't worry about that noise. Pookie's back home. I have my needle that I'm gonna lose in 5 seconds. Sorry. I can never forgive you! Hand sewing time, hand sewing time. Here, wait, let me get comfortable. This is always how I sit, and then I get, like, bad back pain. Alright, so hopefully I'm entertaining enough to keep people here while hand sewing. We'll see how that goes. Those shoes are really bad. I had to rip through the fabric. Yikes. I guess time to get some news. Posture. Okay, you know what? That's smart. Thank you. I appreciate it. That was gonna hurt soon. Imposter check? What does that even mean? I just realized, look at the needle I took out. Shawty's like so short. She's small. I'm not into that. I have better ones. Um you know what? I think the short one's gonna be good for this project. Ali real? What do you mean? Maybe I'm AI. This whole stream is AI. Like, don't look into the background properly because you're not gonna notice anything. I really miss my tool. I used to have a tool that would like thread the needle for me. And it was like the best thing that I had. And then my brother broke it one day. He got curious. He's like, oh, how does this work? And then he broke it. Yikes. I'm pretty sure I still have one. But it's like an older kind of model. ADHD would never let me have Receive operation system? I mean, I think that's kind of relatable. See if I can. Ooh, it actually cut. That was pretty cool. It's pretty epic. I feel like I should remove the glue. I mean, I actually have to remove the glue, so yikes. I'm gonna do that later. For now, I'm gonna take this one. Oh no. Yikes. Yikes. That may be gone forever. Oh no. Okay. I was able to find it quickly. I always lose these little fucking buttons. I always lose these bitches. I'm better than that now. It's like my main panic is when I lose needles. Because guess who likes to try to eat the needles? Mr. Pickles. Mr. Pickles loves eating needles. Like, why am I not surprised? He was trying to sniff the glue earlier. He tries to eat my needles. I have no reason why. I don't know why he thinks that's interesting. And my problem is, there's a lot of glue. I'm just gonna try to poke it out. That worked so well. Alrighty. This is just a little bit more glue. I miss having long nails. They kind of like all broke recently. And long nails help so much with sewing. It's incredible. They also kind of don't. Like, it depends. Okay, Fickle. Oh, he's nervous. He's so nervous. Look at him. He's afraid of people. Alright, let's make sure we're sewing this on properly. The amount of times that I've stabbed myself with a needle, you feel like you would learn at some point. Like when it's smart and when it's not. Yet I do it anyways. Like, I just don't stop. Don't stop, can't stop. Can I, like, put the needle somewhere actually useful? Here to drop food. I would be surprised. He is exactly like that. Earlier, we actually got a redeem to give a treat to Mr. Pickles. And he fucking devoured it in, like, 3 seconds. We should have put a timer because it was ridiculous how fast he ate all that shit. I'm having problems. Can't stop, won't stop. Amen. I'm having problems with the sewing already, and it just started. Okay, now that I found the needle, it's going better. It's always the beginning, which is the worst. Although I don't think I put enough thread on my needle, like, at all. But I guess we will find that out soon. That's where, wait. I feel like I'm supposed to make the seam on the outside look pretty because that's what you're going to be seeing. But I'm like, ooh, let me make it pretty on the inside. Which is like stupid, but it's easier. No, 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 no weapon, no weapon. It's a sewing needle, sewing needle. Damn it. My thread is loose. I accidentally sewed it around my pin. Yikes. Oh, I lost my needle till it hit me in the chest. Which is probably fine. I keep missing the hole. That's what he said to me. To you? what I say to you. The Riz is insane. You know what I have been working on recently, and I'm really proud of it. Not much on this side because I work from my this side. I've been working on my mogging. You guys want to see it? Wait. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good mog. I mogged everyone at volleyball yesterday. It was insane. And I never met them before either. The aura was crazy. And then I got hit in the head with a ball. But the aura was crazy. I was like, I could have like barked at them and they would have like shat their pants. It was really good. Negative 1,000 aura. Yeah, I was like, you know, I was being all chill, all like nonchalant on the volleyball field, you know, just doing my thing, you know, doing like awesome serves. I was like, wow, nice one, Allie. Oh my god, you're insane. And I mog on them. And I got hit in the head. And I lost all of my aura. But then I gained it back with a quick, like, I roared at them. And they're like, oh my god, that's so Sigma. I'm brain rot maxing. This is always what happens when I start sewing. And then I wonder why my sewing projects don't end very well. Okay. We have sewn on one snap of 8 from the gloves only. Because we also... I don't think we have to fix them actually on the shirt. On the shirt, they are actually sewed on. Which is quite smart of me. I just don't know why I didn't do it on the gloves as well. Headball hits what gave you nonchalant. Yeah, no. When it hit my head, that's when I became like the nonchalant Genji. And that's when I started aura farming. Someone translate? No. We're looks maxing you right now. We're age gapping. That one sounds a lot worse. That was bad. Like, not even funny, just cringe. I heard servant strut. Like, Allie, you serve. And they were like, yes, queen. And they're like, no, serve the ball. That's so stupid. Okay. Where did I put my thread? Hello? Hello? Look at a good loaf, by the way. Almost quality loaf. You got that little arm out. But from here is a pretty good loaf. He looks like a rotisserie chicken. You know? So my joke was stupid too. Okay. Thread. I'm not sitting my fat ass. It's here. Yeah, I was aura farming during volleyball. It was crazy. Like the ball would go like high up in the air, you know, and everyone's like, Allie, you got this. And before hitting the ball, I just stand there and I just look at it nonchalant. I'm like, yeah, and I turn around and I knock it with the wrist. I'm like, oh my god, you're crazy, Allie, you know? And then I go I go like mata mata, you know, and they're like, oh my god. And then like the girls like ran off the field because like they couldn't contain it anymore. Volleyball anime be like. And then I like winked at like the one guy on the stands and he like fainted. He's like, oh my god. And then like the nosebleed everywhere. And then like blood got on the ball. It was crazy. And then it hit me in the face for the second time. Because it was so funny though. I was new to the volleyball, right? And we had one other person who was new there as well. He was like one of the girlies' boyfriends who was there for the first time. And you know, he was just kind of like chilling there. And right behind him, this girl is serving and serves it directly in the back of his head. And he just turns around to face her. and the ball goes all the way up, and I saw it. I was like, it's gonna hit his head again if he doesn't move. So like he gets hit from the back and he turns to her and just stands there, and he's like, and then it bounces back on his head, bro. Like, you can't make that shit up. It flung directly up and then hit him again. It was so stupid. And I was like, damn, y'all are violent with the new people. And then I got hit in the head, and everyone's laughing. They're like, yo, we're tackling like all these new people. And then I got it shot in the face, and I'm like, okay. I was like, look, if my reaction time is late, y'all know why. No video proof. We didn't have our phones on us. We were playing volleyball. It was in my bag. Blood on the volleyball court. It's so stupid. I love it. It was such an anime moment though. I like ara ara, you know? Then the guys couldn't contain it. And the girlies neither. Do it for the girls and the gays. That's it. The queens and the queers, they're loving my shit. Oh! I tried to mark the spot where it was with the pin, and it just came off. Whoops. I can maybe salvage it though. Actually, blown. No, I didn't bleed on the ball, but like above us in the court, because it was like a gym court. There was like a basketball net, right? That was on the ceiling, and the ball hit the basketball thing twice. And when it reached Pookie, she was about to hit it, or like I think she did hit it, but it just went up, and she caught it again. She's like, "There's blood on the ball," and we're like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Yeah, look at this shit. There's blood on the ball," and it was like coagulated, like really thick, and we're like, "What the fuck is this?" We found out it was actually like the oil thing that they put like on the net, you know, like not on the net, but on the mechanic to make it release down. So we were all confused because we're like two people got hit in the head with the ball. Like, is your head bleeding? And we're like, no. And like everyone's like checking like their wrist. They're like, we're not bleeding. Like, the fuck are you talking about? It was like really interesting. But I'm really happy it wasn't blood, because that would have been nasty shit. Like, thankfully everything ended up being fine. But like they were playing like hardcore volley. Like everyone was like diving for the ball and shit. And me, like, it got shot over to me from the serve. I was in the back because we were like rotating. It got served. It was like the most beautiful serve I've ever seen. It was like velocity. It was crazy quick, and it was like crazy strong, and it was coming directly for me. And I looked at my team and I was like, I'm not fucking touching that. And I'm like, I apologize. Like, I know like we're counting points, but like my wrist is already in pain. Like, I'm not catching that, because like I'm gonna like hit it and like anime moment. I'm gonna like down on the floor, you know? I almost lost my needle. I found it. But no, that shit was gonna go like straight to my chest, and I was like, I'm not handling that. Insane session of volleyball. It was like the craziest game of volleyball I've ever played, and it was hilarious. I had so much fun. It was like the first time meeting a lot of these people. But they were very nice. I've played volleyball years ago, in school. Like, I got onto a volleyball team from tryouts, and I was like, oh, that's cool, because I've never played this game before. We played one game, and then I transferred schools. So like I never played volleyball again. And that was kind of sad, because I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. Oh, I'm trying to remove the glue from the pin. I'm sorry. It seems like I'm doing nothing. I should not have hot glued these bitches on. Yikes. The glue on the other one came off a lot easier than this one. Like, I'm trying to do the same tactic, and it's not working very well. I think it's because my nails broke, so I can't fish it out properly. Pickles is still being a really good loaf. I'm missing. Hi, sweetie. Oh! No, that's not food. Okay, I found it. Second time dropping one. And second time we found it. It's pretty good. Was it a one-time thing you playing again? I got invited to Tuesday, but I have an exam Wednesday, so I'm like, it's probably not good that I go. But I think the week after I'm gonna be joining them again, which is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm planning. Oh, I just stabbed myself. I'm planning to get like a lot of the girlies had what are those called? Like knee, not braces, but like knee pads. So they were like diving and shit, and I felt really useless. So I'm like, maybe I should get those because I bruise really easily. I have like I lack a way to digest vitamin C. I guess is what my doctor told me. So I'm supposed to take a specific type of vitamin to counter it, but it's really really hard to find. So if ever I bruise, it takes forever to go away. And I was like, I'm not gonna bruise now, before my exam, because I don't think that's a good idea. Because like, it's like a presentation, so I'm gonna be like all bruised up giving a presentation. I think that's kind of weird. Okay, I think I've cleared up most of the glue. It's like, yeah, it's good enough. As I continue to poke the glue. It's maybe good enough. Okay, stop the perfectionism. It's fine. It's good enough. Oh, maybe skip it right before the exam. I think that's a good idea. I haven't done like any practicing for it. Ah, I'm really nervous. All right. I glued it there. I need to put this one here. I almost was ready to sew it upside down. Not a good idea. Practicing for exam on stream? No, I'm good. What am I gonna do? Just speak French? My exam is a presentation on the housing crisis in Canada. Just start speaking in French about the housing crisis. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's super entertaining. I mean, unless you're interested in the housing crisis in Canada. In French, specifically. Like, I can't say it's not interesting. It is a subject that I chose, but... Oh, I ran into my first bit of glue. I think now... Oh, I have to clean up the glue. Make the best presentation ever? I think my presentation is good. Is it the best ever? No. I can admit that. It's not. It's definitely not. But you know, I worked on it. I worked hard, maybe not. I worked on it, so should be good. Because anything I do, of course, is good. Amen. Housing crisis, wow. But it's like I chose like the lamest subject about the housing crisis, which was okay. I'm just just because like we're kind of talking about my exam now. It had to be like my presentation is a debate. So there's going to be a few teachers listening in on my presentation. And it needed to be a debate with people who have different opinions on the subject. So my subject isn't the housing crisis. My subject is involving the housing crisis. It is should we stop seeing housing as an investment because of the housing crisis? Surprisingly, there was not a lot of information online about it. Like I actually had to really, really dig because whenever you look about housing crisis, especially like here in Canada, um, the bigger problem is we took in a lot of immigrants, which is awesome. You know, really happy that we can house them. Really happy that they found a nice place in Canada to stay. But the problem is we don't have enough housing, which is just a factual statement. We don't have enough houses for the amount of people that we have let in. which is of course not good. So what's happening is companies are, of course, making a bunch of apartments and condos, but we don't have any regulations on how high you can price your newly built apartment building. So these new places are going for extremely expensive and no one can afford it. But they're allowed to do it because it's a new apartment building. But if it was older, they have regulations on how much you can increase the pricing for. So that's like where my question came in with it. But most of the information you find online is like, oh, we just need to build more houses. And I'm like, that's not my argument. My argument is people who buy housing just to sit on it and not do anything with it. Anyways, I ended up finding information about it, thankfully, but I really like that in Canada. Right now, there is quite a housing crisis. Um, I don't know about everywhere in Canada, but I know like specifically where I live in Quebec, there is quite a bit of a housing crisis because we have less regulations on um what's the word in English? People from outside the country buying housing. In other like big countries, in other big cities like Toronto, or Vancouver, they have extra taxing and stuff for people outside the country who buy housing, but we don't have that where we live. So that was kind of like my big argument on it. Regardless, super interesting topic, ain't it? Howdy, Acetine, welcome on in. Oh, I was trying to put my needle in upside down. How are we doing today? Hope you're having a lovely morning, right? I think it's like really early in the morning. Investing in a mega city that has housing, markets, and everything you need. Move to dystopian. Yeah, it's obviously like a big topic, but the whole thing of the debate is it had to be like a big topic on something that a lot of people have opinions on that is not very clean cut, you know? Because it needs to show like yes one side and then yes the other. But I think I have a like good enough information for the presentation. But what I'm not happy about is, as I mentioned, it's a debate. So there's 4 different parts to my presentation, which I'm not happy about. But it starts with, you have like 2 sources that you just talk about, like, oh, this person thinks this person thinks that, which is the easy part. And then there's an even easier part, which is, how did their arguments make you feel? We love emotions, right? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then of course you need to come up with your own opinions on it from like personal experience, which is easy. I've been renting for years and fuck this shit. So I obviously have experience with it. But then the last part of it is to initiate a debate. So you need to have open-ended questions that you specify to certain people who will be in the presentation. And the people who will be watching is like 3 teachers that I've never met before that are going to be grading me for it. And I need to ask them like open-ended questions of like, do you think being a property owner is a relatively lucrative business? And they're going to tell me their opinions. I'm going to be like, yeah, that's a very interesting side of it. I don't want to talk like, are you serious? Like, let me just talk about like, here's their opinions. This is my opinion. Thank you for listening. Like, no, I don't want to have a debate on the housing crisis. I just want to get it over with. Shit. This is why I'm so nervous about it. I don't like having conversation. It's an interesting thing. Sure is. I love talking about housing when I'm sewing. Do it all the time. Every day. Okay, this one has, I don't know if you guys can see, all that white is glue. So this one is going to be kind of hefty to remove all of it. Oop. It's like kind of all coming off at once. It's kind of bussing, kind of working. Okay, I got half of it off. Didn't work as well as it should have. However, Maybe my shears have a purpose than just being shit scissors. Housing here is bad. I think it's low-key bad a little bit everywhere right now. So if ever anyone has a debate that needs to be on a sensitive topic that is currently happening in the world, housing seems to be a good one. Like even my I had to have a few things approved for the exam, obviously, like for the presentation. So I told them my subject, they're like, this is a really interesting subject. I like your not opinion on it, but she's like, I like your subject of actually, within the housing crisis investments. That's a good idea. And I'm like, that's awesome. My brother gave me the idea. I didn't even come up with it myself. And I'm like, I need to do it on my own. He can't do it for me. Fuck. That's so disappointing. I'm about to stab myself with this needle. I've done this so many times. While we're while we're talking about that, I can explain the worst time that I have hurt myself with one of these pins. I'm just pinning as usual, unsafely, right? So my hand is on one side and I'm pinning on the other, not really seeing where it's going. I got it underneath my nail. That fucking hurted. I don't wish that pain on anyone. It was so ridiculously hurt. Housing problem solved here, really? Forced retirement age people into retirement communities? I mean, yes, but it's also a little sad. You know? How much English versus French is spoken? In my city, actually, I think the first language that's spoken the most is French. This, like, they did a stat report on, like, at home, what language do you speak? And they found that French was the first, every other language combined was the second, and then the third was English. So there's a lot of language here, which is super cool. I love that. Um, what I don't like is a lot of public signs are only in French. So if you have people who are only English who are touring, they don't really understand a lot, which is kind of sad. Like of course you understand like stop signs, like they're the same as everything. But sometimes, they have because we have a lot of like historical buildings. You pass by them and you're like, "Oh, I want to learn what is this building?" And everything's in French. So if you don't speak French, you don't know the history, which is kind of sad, you know? I feel like it should be like sometimes the signs are also in English when the English is like really, really small text at the bottom. But I feel like it should be both because Canada's national language is both languages, right? How's the making going? It's going pretty well. Um, we are repairing a cosplay that I didn't work very great with a year ago. And I'm very happy with how we are fixing her up. She seems to be coming along quite well. There's a few things that third time dropping it. This one blends in with the floor. Um. Oh hi, Pickle. He's merping at me from around the corner. I'm gonna spend a bit trying to find it. Okay. I got it. I found it again. Oh my gosh. Need a bigger table? I do. I really do. I love this sewing table. It's actually from my grandmother. When she passed, she let me take all of her sewing stuff, which was awesome. I have this desk in the back, which is really large, which I really like. But obviously the camera setup is really shitty. So, um, sadly I can't really use it for the streams. But it's a lot more stable than this thing as much as I like it. And I got most of the glue out of this. So I think we can start trying to sew it in. If I can remove the glue, that'd be awesome. So me and Turbo broke. We love being broke. Happens to the best of us, right? Talk to anyone they know English though. Most of them, yeah. A majority of people do also speak English. They maybe have like a very, very thick accent. But you can definitely speak with most people around. But then sometimes you run into the one person of like translated from French, of course. They're like, well, here we speak French. It's like, well, no, we also speak English, you know? We also speak every other language. But I don't think it happens too much more nowadays. With the rest of what? People live too long? How dare they have healthcare? So on the wall is cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. I could try to take it down to show a little bit closer up, which would be pretty cool. I can try to do that after the sewing part is done. So many Canadian laws. I mean, yeah, especially driving. um, we have one law on the island of Montreal itself, and I think only one other place in the world you cannot turn right on red. And bro was doing that like the whole time we were there until we were in the car and we are like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, turning right. We're like, you can't do that here. He's like, oh, my bad. Yikes. Uh-oh, I sewed this part really bad. No. I hope I can try to fix it. Yikes. I don't even know how this happened. Oh no, the needle is too thick. I'm too thick. Fuck. I knew that was gonna be my problem. My downfall. My downfall is always my thickness. Frick. Okay, I can maybe fix it. I can maybe fix it. I'm concentrating so hard. Did I get it? Oh, I almost got it. Wait, is it in the wrong hole? I think it's in the, whoops. That's what I said. I did! I was able to undo my shitty sew line. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, but now what? Like, I undid what I needed to, but now I don't know where to proceed from here. So can I convert metric to freedom units? So we guess that speed. Oh, I didn't even know that. That's fucked up. Well, yeah, because you drove with your American car. That's actually kind of crazy. Goes in the wrong hole. Look, look. You can't have this much aura and have this much brain power. It's one or the other. And considering how much aura farming I'm doing right now. Wait. Considering how much aura farming I'm doing right now, I'm not using much of the brain power. It's because I sewed this one like an idiot. Wait. I realized why my last stitch was really ugly. And I think I fixed it. Happens to the best of us. For sure. It's been a little while since I actually like hand sewed now that I think of it. The last thing I was doing with my cosplays, I was trying to serge. And if anyone has used a serger before, you know what I'm gonna say. Fucking piece of shit machine that I love so much, but I hate it so much. There's glue on my thing. No wonder it's not going in. To thread a serging machine is like the worst pain in my life. I spent an entire hour like rethreading it and then it broke and then rethreading it and then it broke and then rethreading it and I got so mad. I picked up the machine and I felt like I was about to throw it against the wall and I was like, I don't own this place. And I put it down. I was really proud of myself for containing my anger because I was about to fucking lose it. It was gonna be really bad. As well, like with how expensive that stupid ass machine is, I can't hurt it. Like, bro's lucky he's so expensive. Because if not, he's going through my wall. And I have no shame. Oh my god. But it makes anything look so good. And so strong too. Like most of the kimono here in the background, most of the kimono has been reinforced with a serger. And it's like indestructible. It's awesome. Like I'm not afraid of the washing machine anymore, which is a great fear to get over. Oh no, I think I saw this one like an idiot. No, I think it's fine. I'm convincing myself everything's okay. Which is my favorite skill to have as a cosplayer. You just kind of convince yourself that everything's gonna be fine. Convince yourself it's not gonna fall apart when you get there. Which is like the most important. Is convincing yourself it's not gonna happen. Not that it doesn't happen, because it will happen. For sure. You know, there's been a trend going on recently about like tell me your most like unhinged hack for whatever, but they actually want it to be like unhinged. And something unhinged that I've done in cosplay, my first time that I ever cosplayed at a convention, my first cosplay I ever made was Noelle from Genshin Impact, which if you know who I'm talking about, she is hard as hell to create. That's where the sword comes from. Um, it obviously didn't look great because it was my first ever cosplay. Um, but you know, progression. Yeah, I worked so much on her. She has evolved so much. I actually have the old breastplate. I can show that. I can show it. Wait, I'm excited now. But yeah, the first time I wore her, I have the examples I can show. Wait a minute. These were her knee, not knee, thigh things, right? That go here. And I tried to keep it up with magnets, as you can see on the inside. And as you can see, I added a lot of foam because it was too big. I couldn't measure properly, so it was too big. So I was like, what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna add foam, and hopefully that works. The magnets wouldn't stick on, and it kept falling during my test. And I was like, I'm cosplaying tomorrow for the first time. Like, I can't have this falling, and I can't repair it in a day. So what did I do? I used duct tape on my skin to this, and it worked. It worked. But when I took it off, I lost hair. And I don't know if I've ever regrown it, but it was a free waxing session. And it worked. It worked. Like, that's unhinged. Oh my god. It worked though, which is like the most important, right? If it didn't work, then it'd be like shameful. But, like ripping off that duct tape at the end of the day was like a new level of satisfaction and pain. Like both in one. Time to Google her. She looks cool. Isn't she so cool? She's my favorite character because she's the only one with armor. I love armor. It's obvious my name's ArmouredAly. It's why I love armor and I love creating armor. It's so much fun. It's also a pain in the ass, but it's like my favorite type of pain in the ass. I like it a lot more than the fucking serger. So I have no problem with it. So here we have, I don't know if the seams show. They don't show, it's so bright. We have 3 of these pinned in. We're only missing 1 more. And then we're done with the 1 glove. Just answer it. The next cosplay after Kiriko I'm gonna be working on is like the Armored Mercy from Overwatch. And that I am so excited about because it's so pretty. Is it gonna be a pain in the ass? It definitely will be. How am I gonna get the wings on? I have no idea. I failed with Verosika, so how is it gonna happen? I don't know, but it's gonna be so much fun. I'm excited. I'm tired of the fabric. I'm tired of the sewing. I don't want to see it. I'm tired of sewing. Like a seamstress who hates sewing. Like I don't hate sewing, but I would rather like work with foam. Foam work is just so much more enjoyable. And my brother is the opposite. He loves sewing. He hates foam work. And he's working on like a um heavily armored person right now. Well, not like heavily armored, but like a lot of foam work. Like small little foam work, and he's so tired of it. It's like now I have to prime it and paint it. Like I just want to sew it. I'm like, shut up, fuck. It's like that's so much fun. I love painting. Just trade, honestly, yeah. I'll be the half naked man, and he'll be Kiriko. It works well. Oh my gosh. Blacksmith Alley. Yeah, no, I'm actually gonna use metal. Imagine. Hi, Pickle. Sorry, as I was doing previously, I'm trying to remove all the glue from inside of the pin. And I'm not showing it, obviously, because I don't know how I'm supposed to. Love to see the Mercy. I'm so excited to get to her. I did a quite decent, like, I was about to say analogy, not analogy, observation of her fit. Like, I layered it, in a drawing app, like I did with Kiriko. In a drawing app, I went like layer by layer to see how I would construct her. And I'm really excited to start on her. The Pickles is getting too curious. I'm like just making sure he doesn't jump on Kiriko, and then I'm fine. You do the foam for him, he does the other. Oh, you know what? That makes more sense. But like originally, um, we have a friend who talked to us recently who was like, hey, you know what? You love doing foam. He likes sewing. Oh, he's trying to jump. You dumb bitch. Hey gosh. There's no space for you here. Go. Look, there's no space. He's trying to jump in the middle of like my big foam circle. I don't know. But no, this friend, she's studying business, right? And she was like, you do foam, he does sewing. Get together, make like a business, right? Because I want to offer my cosplays as like a business, but of course it takes me forever, so I don't know the pricing and it's going to be very expensive. So it's not something that I'm willing to offer right now because I know it's not in like anyone's budget at the time. It's also I don't have the time for it. But she was like, yeah, just make a business together. He does the sewing and you do the foam work. I'm like, that sounds awesome, but I still obviously want to stream, and he does not want to be involved in these chaotic streams and stuff that I do. He's like, you are like your own business. Like I can't collide with that. I'm like, I don't know if that's like a compliment or like an anti-compliment. You know what I mean? Like, is that a good thing or is that not a good thing? functional functional armor. Yeah, I don't know about that. I do have a friend who a little while ago asked me an opinion on like she's like, you like doing foam work, right? With like armor? And I'm like, it's in the name. She's like, yeah, I figured. She wanted to do, I don't remember who it is because I've never played the game myself, but it's someone from Elden Ring. Full armor, like chainmail armor, like everything. And she was like, how would you do this? And I kind of just stared at it. I was like, I don't know. She's like, but you love doing armor. I'm like, I've never done a full set of armor. Like Shadi got a skirt. Like that's hardly armor. It's just like a chest plate. Like I can't do that. She's like, oh, thanks. But I told her, I'm like, let me know what the fuck you're doing because like I need to know. I'm debating this is enough string. I don't think it is. I'm not gonna take the chance. Freaking working on this shit takes so much time. It's already been 2 hours. Like a lot of it has also been like a show and tell. But speaking of show and tell, I need to show and tell my new work on Noelle because I'm making a version like 4.0. I've modified her so much. I have like 4 cosplays in total, but I've made like 7 or 8. And it's just like to replace the previous years. Chaos gremlin energy. I hope it's a compliment. Because it is. He's like basically like our vibes don't match. I'm like, oh, I know. Like bro's like an angry gay. Like I don't fuck with that. I'm allowed to say that, by the way. I say it to his face and he laughs about it, so it's okay. That's how I consider it okay. Anyways, I'm having okay. I was about to say I'm having troubles, but I got it. Shoddy never misses. Seems cool though. Yeah, for sure. I got him into cosplaying with me. He's like never been a creative type of a person. He's very like technological, if that makes sense. Like he's very like this for a reason happens like there. Like he would like take these as a kid and he would like disassemble them to see how they work and then reassemble them and then we're missing parts and that doesn't work. But that was him as a kid. And when I started cosplaying, he's like, oh, that seems like so much fun. I want to try. So I made him partially a costume. He's like, yeah, I like it, but like I want to modify it myself. I'm like, for sure, like learn to sew and like do your thing. And our whole family was like, oh my god, your brother's sewing. I'm like, yeah, he's sewing. They're like, can you believe it though? Like he's not a creative person. I'm like, sewing is so technological. Like you're like measuring like every 5 seconds. Like I sew like an idiot. Like I trace kind of and then I cut it. Like I need to show something. This is my pattern for something. Does this look like anything at all? It doesn't. This looks like shit. But this is my pattern for the front panel for Kiriko's skirt, right? Kind of cutesy. How did I do it? I don't know. I just randomly drew it and I'm like, yeah, that kind of looks good. And it worked. Yet my brother would like, he would like look at the drawing online, he would like calculate it. He would like calculate by pixel and then per body height and then he'd do like measurements and he's like, this is exactly like how long it needs to be for it to be long enough on me, just like the character online. I'm like, you're going way too fucking far, man. I'm like, if you want to do that, go like precise as hell, that's awesome. But I cannot do that for the life of me. I like freehand everything and I'm like, it's good enough. Like just don't look close at it, right? It works, right? That toppled over. Totally do this. I know, like my brother's so like it needs to match up perfectly. He's like, how much seam allowance did you use for your top? I'm like, what? He's like, what seam allowance did you use for your top? I'm like, I don't know. Like some parts are bigger, some parts are smaller. He's like, that's not how you're supposed to do it. I'm like, well, my pattern wasn't perfect either. So like we sew completely differently. It's so fun. He watches me sew. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm sewing. It's like that's so wrong. Like it works, you know? It's just it's funny. There's always like 2 different types of people, right? Doing the same thing. And no one's wrong. Everyone has their way of doing it, which is awesome. That's what I love about cosplaying. There's like the super chaotic gremlins, and then there's like the super precise, like amazing people. Because I can't do that. Howdy Torvis, welcome on in. Good morning, right? I think it's really early for you. Welcome, nice to see you. Chaotic gremlin, I was summoned. But to be fair, if you have everything like precisely measured, you probably don't run into problems like I do where I'm like, oh no, it doesn't fit. Because that is like my biggest problem with almost anything is like, oh, all of a sudden it doesn't fit. Torvis, I cannot do that. I'm not shaving my head. I'm sorry. It's not gonna be happening. Like no. I'm gonna have to refund that to you. I apologize. Trying to figure out where I should put my next pin. Worth a shot. It's early. It's only 2 a.m. It's not early at all, you know? I wake up at the crack of dawn, and then I take my ice bath to my face, and then I jump in the pool, and that takes me 20 minutes to jump in the pool, and then I get out and then I do like a podcast or something. Please tell me someone gets the meme that I'm talking about. Why would you do that? What do you mean? What did I do? The stream has been so much fun though, I have to say. I've obviously never done a stream like this before. This is the first time doing like a actual cosplay stream. But when I first started streaming, it may be almost an entire year ago that I started streaming now. I think so. But like exactly a year ago, when I first started streaming, my whole idea was I would stream my gaming content until I had a place, a crafting station, where I can stream from, right? So like that, I get my cosplays done, and at the same time, I'm making content. I'm speaking with people, and I'm being social, right? Because I'm always in my house and I never leave. But it turned into a whole year until I did my first cosplay stream, which I definitely took my time on it. But it's been a lot of fun. I'm excited to do it more. So I don't know if I don't know if people are like really enjoying this type of a stream. It's probably going to be happening more often. So if you're interested, I'm definitely going to, like I did today, mention it in the Discord early on that it's going to be happening. Because I know me not really having like a schedule anymore is a little bit difficult. But I think it's been a lot of fun. I don't know what the song is, but it's so slow. It's going to put me to EP. I'm tired. I haven't finished my coffee. I should drink more coffee. Regardless, we have sewed all of the buttons on our one glove. Yay! We have the second glove to do as well, which I'll probably work on today too. But as you can probably see that actually, let me come a little bit closer. You can see, oh my god, the light fucker. You can see the little sew marks. Obviously on stream you barely can, but you can see where I sewed it. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care. It's at least not going to get ripped off every 5 minutes, because that was the worst. Wearing your cosplay and you hear like the pop, I'm like, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's lovely. You're gonna wear a pink bodysuit? Sure am. It's a half bodysuit. This is the top, right? Yeah, she's short. You don't need longer. There's a dress under it. And then I have the pants over there, but the pants are perfectly fine. So we didn't really need any work on those. I'm just examining my sewing on these. Really suck. Like my sewing on the gloves were a lot nicer. However, I'm just gonna put it on like this because I'm not gonna strip on Twitch. I at least have limits. And we're gonna see how they pop on. It definitely already feels a little bit more stable. It was funny going out after PAX to dinner and seeing people with green or blue tape. That's really funny. That's why, like, I'm not much into the whole body paint, because for one, like, I don't want it to stain anywhere, and I don't want to be stained. But what was really, really, really funny, um, we went to a convention once the week before my cousin's wedding. And it was a small wedding. It was just gonna be like family members, really. But of course, we wanted to look good, right? Be there for our cousin. The week before, my brother goes out to the convention, complete red face paint. And I'm like, I fucking hope you know how to take it off properly. He's like, no, 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 no. Like, I talked to like the girlies at the drugstore, and they were like, it's gonna come off, not a problem. Like, they gave me like their best like cleaner to take it off. I'm like, I fucking hope you tested it because if you're gonna be red at the wedding, I'm laughing my ass off. Because he was like full red face paint, and I was like, there's no way. And he was saying to the ladies at the drugstore, he's like, look, I'm going to a convention this weekend. Next weekend is my cousin's wedding. How can I take off the red? And they were like, okay. Anyhow, here we have our new connection with our gloves, which is a lot more stable. As you can tell, obviously, they're not like the best because I should add another stitch here, but I really don't feel like it. I think 4 is enough. Regardless, not really like it's gonna get pulled much. Mostly gonna get pulled like up. But this is a lot more stable than before. And I can like move around. It's not popping, which is really good. Party hat. I don't have like an IRL party hat. I don't know if I can do that. An acetone bath? Wait, we brought this up earlier. I had my whole tin of acetone. Are we gonna be taking a bath with it? Professional grade acetone. Why do I have this? I have no idea. Like, I don't know what it's for. Got a wig? I sure do, actually. I have my mannequin wig here, because her wig is long as hell. So I'm gonna have to comb through it. The last time I wore it was for a party. It took a beating. It definitely took a beating. However, we fixed the glove. Wait, that's the titty side. We fixed the glove. Yeah. Perfect for removing stains. I don't know if you'd want to have an acetone bath. Oh, a wig for something goofy for head. I get what you mean though. I have Deku. Y'all fuck with the Deku? I literally like I was putting it on. You see that? It's broken. I didn't make it. I bought it from a friend. It's completely broken. Bro told me it was broken, but I'm gonna fix it. For what purpose? I don't know. Because I'm gonna make a new one. I don't know how it fits. How is it supposed to fit? It's meant for a man, so maybe it's just bigger than it's supposed. It's supposed to be like that, ain't it? Oh yeah, we're rocking it. Where's Pickle? Who's saying Pickle? Where is Pickle? Where did Pickle go? Around the collarbone? Like that, yeah? I think I'm wearing it properly. Oh. I'm fucking stupid. Oh, Pickle! Hi. You don't get to escape. Pickle, say hi. Say hi, Pickle. That's to the camera. Hi, it's Pickle. Okay. I'm gonna take a little break because I am going a little bit clinically insane from the hand sewing. And completely broken. I don't know. It just did it on its own. He's shaped like this? What do you mean? I need to show a good comparison between my work previously and my work now. Just because. So here, here's like my 4th rendition of a chest plate that I'm working on for Noel, right? My 4th time working on it. Why? Because I'm very unsatisfied constantly. However, this one fits very well if you guys can't see. Like, it's kind of hard with the black top, but it fits beautifully, right? Beautiful fit. Anyways, really proud of it. I haven't worked on it for months because she's not my priority at the moment. However, this was my first chest plate. Um, Obviously you can see some damages. Very interesting kind of a thing. And there's no way. Wait, there was a way, wasn't it? Yeah. No. My first version of this didn't even have a way to put it on. I had to literally put it on like that, which I high-key don't want to do right now because I feel like it's gonna get stuck like around the headset and stuff. But it did not fit in the slightest. You see that? That does not fit in the slightest. So to go from this hunk of shite to that, it's pretty nice. It took like a year and a half, 2 years, I would say, the improvement. But continue improving, Pookies. Like, literally, it's awesome. You start off with shit, but the more you work on it, the better it gets, you know what I mean? It just probably takes a few years. Which is long. A long time. Let's talk about Pickle like that. Exactly! Defend the Pickle. How dare you speak bad on his terms? But you can add magnets and make it easier to take off. Honestly, maybe. I'll probably do that. Okay, this sleeve has absolutely no buttons. They were all ripped off. Yikes! This is gonna be a good upgrade. I think so too. My current, because this is like my first rendition of the chest plate, I had a second rendition that I don't know what happened to it. I have a third one, which is the one that I casually wear. That one as well, it fits better, but it's still too big near the cups because the cups is always like the worst part to try to get like your proper size, which just sucks, but you know, is what it is. But now this one actually fits like properly and I'm really, really, really proud of it. So we have come across our first problem, and that is missing our first little stud. We're missing one of these bad boys. Do you have all numbers on it? I can actually talk about that. So the numbers were for the pattern. This little black part here, this is I have it here. It's not exactly this, because this is different, but it is clay, not clay. It's I think I actually have the thing. Wait. Called what? Howdy Taco, welcome on in. We're having a learning lesson. It's foam clay. That's what it's called, foam clay. So the big black stuff is just some foam clay to try to clear up some of the gaps in between. But the numbers are basically all just the pattern pieces. And of course we have our little lines in the middle, which is how you know where to glue them together. And the numbers are basically just to follow the pattern so that you know what side goes where. This is on my D pattern because I had an A, B, and C. And those were for like arm parts and stuff like that. So each like part of it has its own, of course, numbers that go together. And what I decided to do as well was on the lines, like this one, whoops, this is D5 and it connects to D4 here. So this one is D4 and she connects to D5 here. So just to try to make it that I don't lose them. And you may ask why there is no markings on the cup. That's because I accidentally put them on the inside. I forgot to rotate or flip over the pattern. So some of these parts, accidentally got on the wrong side. But I was able to salvage it because I ran out of this type of foam, which is really smart. But yeah, basically just really important to like number your patterns so that you remember how to build them together. Especially if you make the pattern one day, forget about it, and then continue it a month later. Never happen. Never do that. Regardless. Not how we do things around here. We need to try to find another pin. Not pin. Whatever these are. Little studs. Stud things. You find the patterns online? That one, I did find a pattern online and then I modified it to myself. But most of the time, I make the patterns myself. Um, just to show how chaotic it gets, because I have everything here. These are what my pattern pieces look like before I started properly patterning things. That's for the cup. But this was my first pattern for the chest plate. You can tell because it's like the middle part here that goes below my pickle. But I make my patterns with duct tape. So I literally just I cover myself in saran foam, like saran wrap, and then I duct tape myself. And then I draw on myself and then I cut myself free. So that's how I make my patterns. But if you're doing like a chest plate, I don't really recommend it. Like it's smart to do, but don't follow the sizing exactly because that's how I ended up with the cups being way too big. I don't know how it happens, but it happens. Foam is kind of just like that. Um, I have so many buttons. I I don't know what to do with all these buttons. I'm hoping somewhere I have the studs I'm looking for. One of my ex-friends wanted me to make them a foam breastplate, and they told them they would need to wear a skin-tight shirt or something, cover themselves. Yeah. They thought it was weird. What? Well, like you're it's like if you go to a store as a woman, you're trying to buy a bra, and you ask the girl like, I don't know my size, and she's like, yeah, let me measure you, and you're like, excuse me, like what? Like, yeah, I want a tight shirt. It's like, okay, wear a tight shirt so I can measure you. And like, oh, the audacity. You know, it's also a fun little fact I like showing people. Oh, I have tiny little pom poms too. These are my little googly eyes. You know what they're really good for? Little studs. If you're trying to make armor and you want to make like little bolts, like it looks like it's like bolted together, you can just paint over these. Plus, they make a really funny noise when you move and they shake. You can also like use an X-Acto to remove it if you don't want it to shake when you move. But it makes like fun noise if you're interested. So I'm getting distracted trying to find some of these. I have so many attachments, but I don't have what I need. I I swear I have more of these. Unless I use all of them. I hope I didn't. Getting so inspired. I'm glad. I'm glad. Cosplaying is easy. It takes a lot of imagination. If you're a very like fix problems type of a person, it's a super fun activity. It just obviously takes a lot of time. I have so many just bins of random shit. Like, oh, I found them. They're in a pill bottle. Of course, they're in a pill bottle. Like you could tell most of these came from my grandmother in the pill bottles. Does it smell like grandma? Should adult content? Ooh, that was a freak. I mean, he's so nervous. Look at him. He doesn't like people. Um, let's try to see if I can find an exact. Oh, uh-oh. I put my stuff on top of the glue and the thread. That's probably not smart. Yikes. Okay. I'm gonna try to push it a little bit further so I don't put my shit in it. He thinks I'm a freak too. I mean, aren't we all freaks at heart? Freak on a leash. Oh! We're all freaks on our own leashes here. Alright, so we have our little pill bottle of miracles. The first one I pull out doesn't have a backing to it. No, it's the same piece. It was almost perfect. It was almost meant to be. The first piece that I come out is the same color, the same size, but it's the same side. That would have been so funny. All right. This piece is maybe small. No. Seems to fit well. No, it looks a little small. Guess it's fine. That was easy. We found our replacement. So now, I'm dropping everything. Now we can get to sewing. Oh, I forgot to put this away. We can get to sewing our second glove. And then the gloves are mostly going to be finished. I don't know if I'll be able to remove the stain on this one. Maybe I can paint over it. I don't think it's a good idea, but I don't know what other product to use to remove the paint. If anyone has any suggestions, of course, to remove paint from fabric, specifically fabric paint from fabric, let me know. Super interested in how I can do that. But now my problem is there is no markings on the inside of here of where I should be putting these new studs. Yikes. His character from? Yeah, it's from Hell of a Bus. It's on YouTube if you're interested. It's a like adult animated series. If you know Brandon Rogers, he is one of the creators, I think, in it. He voices like the main character. It's really funny. It's really raunchy. Really raunchy. It's like super sexual, whatever. If you're interested in that kind of a comedy. I'm trying to remove the pre-existing glue. It doesn't really want to come off just with my nails. We tried bleach with a paintbrush. I never have. I haven't, but maybe it's worth a try. We do have a lot of bleach because bleach was on sale at the store and Pookie decided to buy like 8 cans of bleach. So we have a lot of bleach. I've never used bleach. So we have a lot to waste. Wait, I think I understand now. I'm a little worried. Okay, let me just show you guys my worry. So on this glove, right, we decided to sew down the little studs. Obviously you can't see it, but we sewed down the studs because we used glue last time and they popped off. But now we have paint, right, that goes all the way up to the ledge. So if we have a pin or a stud that goes right here, we need to sew on top of the paint. And that won't really be very easy. And we would have to use a different thread. And I don't know if I have a color that matches something like this. I do have like a very bright pink like this, but as you can tell, the color, I mean, you can't really tell, but the color is different. The color is different. My camera's like really saturated, but I was losing my brain for a second. All right, I found this pin is broken. Small bits at a time. That's very fair. But I can definitely try it out, see if that does anything. And the pick, the color is different too. Yeah, for sure. Like it doesn't. It's the camera. The camera has a lot of saturation. Do I want to fix it? No. I'm not gonna fix it. I can't really be bothered. Oops. On here though, I feel like they are all the same size, but I can try to use this. No. First, I need to sew on the one that I know where it goes. And then I can try to marker the rest of the studs so we can see where it will go. So this glove goes on like this. That makes no sense. Goes on the inside. Boop. So I believe this pin is this one. So I'm gonna remove this one. Camera, the painter, both. Literally everything. Drop my item? For what purpose? For what purpose? That's so silly. I lost my pin. As long as I get to it before pickles, it's not a problem. Okay. So stupid. Wait, actually I think I put the pin away. I wasn't even paying attention. Ooh, hello, thank you for the follow. I'm very sorry, I couldn't read the name. My screen is too far from me. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a lovely day. I'm picking at glue from a stud right now. And this one has a lot of glue on it. Oh my gosh. Why did I add so much glue on these? Like, I didn't want them to pop off, but they did anyways, so what was the point? And this one's not coming off easily. The cowboy emoji! How are we enjoying the new emojis? Or emotes, whatever they're called. I made the cowboy one, and I made a new free one. Well, it's not really new, it's like a remodeled, the hype emote. Which I think is kind of cute. Like, it's really basic, because I basically just copied the raid one. But she's kind of a cutie. And obviously I'm working on a new one, if you've seen on the Discord. I'm working on a Reinhardt emote. Which I'm so excited to finish. Not for any reason, of course. I have an unhealthy addiction to old armored men. It's like a sentence I didn't think I would say in my life, to be honest. Ooh! Oh, I'm getting the glue off. Oh, that was a chunky. If it was satisfying, I would show the camera, but it's so anti-satisfying right now. Do you do commissions? Like I do art commissions. Right now I don't have them open because I'm very busy. But I do art commissions if you are interested. All of the emotes in my channel are mine. My little girly pop. Wait. This girly pop. I made her, as well as the background. I think it has fallen over. Let me try to fix that. Yeah, I made that kind of stuff. If you're interested in anything like that, of course, I do them. But right now the commissions are closed. They're only really open for like close friends because they have patience with me because it's taken me forever to do my art. The glue's almost completely off. I'm really proud of myself. Of course, ride. It's always ride. Always ride. News. So I realized I was like, I have 200 emotes, but I have 0 Reinhardt emotes, and the amount that I have simped over this man is ridiculous. So he's like the quickest emote of like any overly complicated designed character that I have ever worked on. Because I'm drawing him, I'm like, yeah, that looks good. I'm like, does my art look good? Not really, but that looks good. I'm like, he looking scrumptious, even with like my shite art, like my shite draft. In the sentence I thought I would never say, but ended up saying anyways. Someone to draw up a better design of the PNG tuber I want. Depends on how quickly you would want it. If you want it soon, I can't do that. If you have patience, and like you don't mind just it be finished when it's finished, then I can definitely help out with that. Like riot art. Oh my god. I'm excited to spam it in everyone's chat and be like, why? Who made this? I'm like, I made this. And they're like, okay, for what purpose? I'm like, Reinhardt. I'm like, okay. For glory. Anyways. I was about to be an idiot. I need to double check first what way I need to sew this on. Okay. I was about to sew it on the wrong way. Whoops. I was too busy thinking about Reinhardt. Which is real. Like, you know, it happens to the best of us. Also, don't mind if you hear any, like, hammering or stuff in the background. Shoddy is finally getting furniture for her room. So, she's building that up right now. And I'm not helping because I'm hand sewing. I'm busy. Happy to drop a better design for me, but like for someone to make the full you'd have plenty. If you're willing to just, you know, not like depend on it, but if you want to send me like references and stuff, if ever I have the time and I feel passionate about it, then I can totally give it a try. How many people are in this household? It's only me and Pookie, my lover. She's not my lover, she's my roommate. I've been at volleyball yesterday, right? It's Dippy's friends. So I went to meet them for the first time and they're like, yeah, we have to get her out of the house. I'm like, you don't have to say that. Like the first time meeting them. And, you know, we're waiting for the serve and a guy looks back at us. He's like, how do you guys know each other? And I just go, we're lovers. He's just like, we're roommates. And we both said at the same time. And he looks at me, he's like, lovers. And Dippy's like, and we're roommates. It's so stupid. We're not lovers. We just used to share a bed. Because I had a studio and she moved in with me, so all I had was like my couch mattress bed thing. So of course we had to share the bed. It was pretty funny. Just in the back. You're gonna pass by, you're not even gonna say hi? You're not even gonna say hi? She hates me. Let's Pookie! It's Pookie!
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bust a move. Okay, bye. Just bust a move. That is a certified silly goober right there. Oh, there's still some glue in here. It doesn't want to go. The high lover. Oh my gosh. It was really funny. When I first started streaming, everyone thought that we were together. Which, I mean, like, can't resist. However, you know, we'll see how that works. Oh my god. I'm having trouble with sewing this part. Ooh. I think it'll be fine. Oh, bye. She came and left, just like the wind. Just like the way she broke into my heart and took everything for herself. She disappeared just as fast. Can I get this in properly? This glove smells so heavy of Resolve. Like, for a reason, obviously. God, like a fart in the wind. That's so silly. See how that goes? Sleep in the same bed. No, no, not anymore. Not anymore. We're past that point. Like, we used to. Like, when I started streaming, we did. So it's pretty funny. When someone is like, oh yeah, you got bitches? I'm like, yeah, actually going on my bed right now. Like, it was true. She was sitting right there listening to me stream. It was really funny. Saying lovers and having the LGBT. You know what? That's true. That's true. That is very true. And they were roommates. That is pretty funny. I didn't think of it like that. Um, this one is almost done. We have just like 1 or 2 more stitches, and then we have 3 more. So excited. Sent you my reference materials. Design I drew up. Judging my drawing skills, that's completely fine. It happens a lot where I work. We work with artists who they speak many different languages, but they're not fluent in the ones that we use. So like English and French. So sometimes to help out the artist a little bit at my job, I try to do a bit of the art. Like just to kind of show them like, "Oh, by the way, we would need this changed. I didn't know how to explain it to you, so I drew it for you." And they're like, "Wow, Ali, good jobs." I'm like, "Thank you." So I don't know. Like I also send them like crude drawings, and they're like, I'm like, "Don't judge my crude drawing really quickly." Like I use MS Paint. Like, "No, no, all goods." I'm like, "Okay, cool." But I get sent a lot of like crude drawings at work, so I've learned not to judge. I'm just kidding, obviously. Some wine would go so hard right now. Wait, I need to just my chair handles are getting stuck on the table. I take a quick coffee break. Make sure to stay hydrated, everyone. Very important. Started laughing. I saw the wine. Just like me for real. Like last night, right? I was eating and I played like 2 games of Overwatch. Like when I got back from volleyball, so I was like, I'm really tired, but like the grind continues. So I got on like 2 games, and I went to the kitchen. I passed by Dippy, right, and she's like, "Are you getting wine?" Like, no, actually, I'm getting salt. She's like, that would have been my second guess. Like, I'm so fucking predictable. Okay, time to try to figure out where these other studs go on the glove. So I'm gonna do like last time. I'm going to color them. If this doesn't work, I may try with chalk, because I think I have pink chalk. This one has no glue on it, so I'm a little worried that that one's gonna show. Oh, but this one's on my bad arm. Yikes. Like my wrist is fine. It looks crazy because of what I've been wearing. And my wrist is fine. Obviously, it's like sensitive when I spin it. Because I got some really bad shots with it where I was hitting the ball like just on here, and I was like, oh, that wasn't good. Alright. I'm on the silly goose grind. On Overwatch, yeah, you're getting the silly goose. Yeah? Yeah, you silly goose. You're so silly. It's like my favorite meme ever. If y'all don't know it, I'm gonna be so ashamed. Yeah, you silly goose. Look, our both start my day. Well, not a problem. Thank you so much for popping in for so long. I really appreciate it. Hope you have an amazing day. I'm gonna find the clip on there, you buddy. 3 days. There's 3 days left. Oh yeah, it ends the 15th. That's crazy. That happened really quick. I hope this leaves a mark of some kind. Oh, just barely. Um, wait, where even is the mark? Frig. I thought it left the mark, but I don't even see it. I'm gonna put the marking on the outside. I think that's easier. Um, this is like hella DIYing. Oh, a pin is on the pink. Yikes, that's not great. I have to play Witcher 3 for a minimum of 11 hours. The grind never stops. Gamers. Let's see if I can put this pin right here instead. That works surprisingly well. I cannot lie. That worked very well. Oh, the other one is... That one's attached. So there's one there. There's one... Oh. One here, which I marked. Where's the other one? There's supposed to be 3. One here. That one's attached. Ah, they're in here. Where'd it go? That worked really well. I should have actually done that sooner, honestly. Alright. We have our spots. We have our spots, and this one has held on very well. Look at that. The sewing it in place really helps. So we're going to continue that for the rest of the glove. And then I think that's where we're going to be ending the stream for today. Just because, of course, it takes me longer to do this stuff when I'm streaming because I'm chit-chatting and I'm getting distracted by everything. But yeah, I'm going to probably just fix this up, let the glove dry properly. And then I'm gonna... I just realized, I think I had a different color for the paint because this one's sparkly and the one that I added on top is not sparkly. And I just remembered, I think I got a different color to put on top of it because I didn't think it was bright enough. And I don't know where that paint is. I'm gonna have to find it. Regardless, I think the last thing we're gonna do for the stream is finish up the sewing of 3 of these on the glove. And then I think that's where we're gonna leave it. I'm gonna try to finish everything else for today. I hope I can, just because the convention is next week. Worst case scenario, I may have to finish it up either like Thursday night because Friday I'm going out. Whoops. Busy schedule. So, start getting some of these off. From here, this is the back side. So it would be like that. Our first attachment was here, bonk. Then we have one here. So that is this one. And of course we need to take off the glue first. This is a lot of fun. My favorite parts of fixing cosplays is removing the mistakes that I have created previously. At least this one seems to be coming off a little bit better. Looks amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hopefully I can get it fully repaired. I forgot the wig. That one's gonna take a while. I may be able to start it on stream, actually. The wig is just gonna take it's just a long ass wig. I think I already removed the braids from it because I did wear it for a party where I braided her. Because the hair just gets stuck on everything. You know, it's a long ass wig. I have seen like some tricks about like how to keep your wigs like detangled, and I'm like, ooh, what are these tips? And it was like, use like car greaser. And I'm like, I really don't want to do that. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sure it's a great tip, but I don't want to have car grease in the wig hair. It's a plan for the stomach parts. Thankfully, I have the dress done. The only problem is I don't know what's wrong with the dress. I need to try it on after I have the bodysuit parts fixed. But basically, here is her dress. If I was smarter, as Ed mentioned earlier, I would have made it as a corset. Instead, I just glued it directly onto a bra. Not my finest moment. But basically, the dress, she is very short. But of course, with the bodysuit, it's not like I'm actually showing off my ass. It's the bodysuit. So that's fine. But at least like all of these, like this part, which doesn't have the bodysuit, is completely covered. And then the shorts go down to about like here, and then from there the boots kind of like take over. But yeah, it works well. My problem, as I mentioned before, is she did have wings. The wings were too heavy, so they had to be removed. But it also meant that when removing it, some of the glue stayed on, and sadly, you can see it. Like, it doesn't show as much on camera. You can see that. And it's leather, very expensive. So I'm not replacing it. It's just gonna stay the way that it is. I'm just gonna hope no one looks at my back. But if you look at the back of the cosplay, like, what are you doing? Like, come to the front. You know what I mean? Like that business in the front, party in the front. Don't be at the back. Wise words to live by. Cool though, thank you. I think next time when I actually properly remake her, because now I'm just repairing her. One day I'm gonna remake her, and I'm going to make the dress completely like corseted, which is gonna be super cool. I didn't do that this time because, of course, not only would it take a lot of time, but I didn't want the straps to show from normal like or like typical corsets. You can see like the boning in them. It's probably covered by the hair. It is covered by the hair. So unless I move the hair, but like even then, you move the hair, look at the back. Oh my god, there's glue on her dress. Don't look at me. Like as I said, like it's not that bad. I'm such a perfectionist. And that's like a big problem, honestly, of the cosplays. I used to like not have any of my cosplays like ready at all because I never thought that they were good enough. But if you take yourself as too much of a perfectionist, you never actually complete anything. I've learned that the hard way. So I've learned to kind of just like accept it and be like, you know what, it's not my finest work, but I'm proud enough to wear it. And when I have free time, I'll repair it or make a new version completely, like with the chest plate that I did earlier, which is quite fun. Plus, it gives you like another project to do, which isn't like a brand new thing to have to work on. You kind of like already know what you're gonna do. You never finish because I asked too many questions. No, I mean it's not a problem. I find it really fun since like cosplaying is my actual like passion, my true passion. I have no problems answering questions and like showing the stuff that I've done. It's a lot of fun for me too, obviously. But it was like a big reason why I initially started streaming a year ago. My whole idea was I want to stream my cosplay progress. Anyways, I always wanted to stream my cosplay progress, but I'm not the type of person who can like really properly give advice because I've been doing it for like less than 2 years, I think. So, um I can't really be the one to give like proper handed advice of like I've been doing this for years because I haven't. But with what I've learned so far and with my DIY type resolutions and solving of problems, sometimes it works. And sometimes it doesn't, and you learn from mistakes. Like the freaking horns in my head. That's obviously a lot of fun. Just poke myself with the needle. You can only teach what you know. Exactly. But then it's also like I give advice sometimes, but I wouldn't even follow it myself. Like, well, advice that I gave that you shouldn't follow is like don't um duct tape your skin to your cosplay. If anything, you should use body tape, not duct tape. But even then, body tape is like a real pain in the ass. And if you get too sweaty, then it comes off. Ask me how I know. All right, I think most of the glue is off. It's like This, oh my god, I have so much glue on these shits. Like, I understand why, but oh, why didn't I just sew it the first time? Ah. Now you know what not to do. Yeah. I mean, like, I still make the mistakes, but I try not to. um, I think she's just about good. Okay, I'm gonna give up on it, and we're just gonna go for it. Have another question? Yeah. What's up? Um, let's double check. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the right way. Okay. At least I double checked. Being smart first. How much money do you spend on this? A ridiculous amount. um, if I was smarter, I would actually like keep track of it properly because it is really important to know exactly how much you spend on this kind of stuff because you get carried away very quickly. Um, a good example is the boots that I showed earlier for Verosika. These are thrifted boots, right? Like they're not perfect per se, exactly like following her costume. Like as Ed was saying earlier, they would be very much nicer if they were like latex boots, but I can't afford latex boots. So I'm not going to make it myself because I don't know how to properly do that. So instead, I just thrifted a pair. They work fine, not a problem. And they haven't fallen apart yet. So it's pretty decent. I have also thrifted a lot of fabric. Um, Once again, the fabric for Kiriko. This side, like not the pleather side, but the inner side, I threaded. I thrifted from just like the fabric section. This was a bed sheet, but like I don't know what it's called. I call it a dewy blanket. It's not the cover, but like you have like your cover, your little thin blanket, and then you have like your blanket. And that was this. So it's like 100% cotton pretty much. And it worked very well. But then on the other side, this leather for half a meter is $35, which is expensive as hell. So like on one side you want to save as much money as you can because on the other side you're going to be spending way too fucking much. Um but it is obviously really important to kind of keep track of your expenses because they get out of hand really quickly in this kind of a thing. I want to say for Verosika because she's like my smallest, easiest, simplest, most rushed cosplay. I want to say I spent 140 about on supplies. So that includes like the foam. The foam I did kind of already have, but like if I were to buy just this amount of foam, it would cost about that much. The fabric for it, mostly the fabric for the dress, because the dress is pleather. Pleather is a lot more expensive than this kind of a fabric. She was my cheapest cosplay. Noelle must have costed me 300 and something. Yes, Canadian. So they rack up really quickly. This sword, for example, is it is foam, obviously paint. There was a clock mechanic in it, but the clock was really really cheap, which is also why it broke. Um, so much. I spent a lot on it because I was a bit of a dumbass. But there's a lot of easy thrift options that you can do. Um, what am I thinking of? I had a pair of leggings that I didn't want anymore. So I used those as a pattern for my leggings for Kiriko. So for these, which is also a thrifted fabric, this nice stretchy, and this black, I've just had it. I don't know from where, but I just had it. I took the pattern from a pair of leggings I didn't like anymore, and I just ripped them apart and use that as a pattern instead of using up my time to do it. But you can always do kind of stuff like that. My shorts as well. These were also something that I had that I cut apart and then remade. So you can save money if you're smart, or you can just kind of like buy your fabric at the store if you want to spend more money. But then it's like you save time because you buy it directly from the store as compared to like thrifting it where you have to go like every week to see like what's in stock and what's there. So yeah, it can be very pricey. It's a very pricey hobby, but I've also seen people who are like insanely good at saving their money and only thrift things or only find things, which is really that's like a new level of talent, right? It's not something that I can do because I just spend a lot of money on it and then I regret it later. That's also why I do like one project a year because it is expensive. It's a real sword. Yeah, no, that's why it's being held up by like almost nothing. It's a real metal sword. Forged it myself. It looks sharp. I can see if I can take it down. I haven't tried that. I don't know how well it's gonna go, but I'm kind of curious. Um, I have to climb up on the table. I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm not gonna climb up on the table on stream. I look a little bit too crazy for that. I made it in a way though that I can remove it from the wall, because of course I still need to fix it. Magical steel. That's so silly. Okay. I think I can stop yapping now. I got a yapping problem. But you know what's nice? I was talking about streaming to one of my friends recently. It was when I got really upset over the fact that I need to start taking my schooling more seriously because I want to finish it a lot faster than I have it pre-planned. And for that, I needed to stop my schedule for streaming. And I was mentioning how upset I was over that. I said, well, you know, like school is more important. You shouldn't have to prioritize streaming. I said, well, the thing is, for me, streaming is like when I'm social because I'm a huge introvert. I think that's like really obvious. I'm like introverted social person. I don't know. I go out every once in a while, obviously, but I just prefer to be home. But of course, when I'm home, I still enjoy company of other people, just not in my home. So it's like I love, of course, like playing games with friends because then I get my opportunity to spend time with people, but I'm still doing something that I like to do, which is just sit at home and play games. But that's also why I love streaming because I get to talk to so many awesome people, learn about their lives, and you know, just have quick little silly conversations. And you know, I'm being social, but I get to talk with people like all over the world, and it's awesome. It's such a cool opportunity. And of course, some people don't see it like that. They're just like, "Oh, you're just like wasting your time online." But no, like it's an awesome hobby, I guess, to have. And you meet a lot of interesting people, obviously, online. And I'm really happy I started this whole streaming thing a year ago. I was really nervous to start, but it has been a huge thing that keeps me going since I'm just such a busy person and I get really burnt out really quickly. I don't often get burnt out from streaming because I'll be like, oh, I don't know if I want to stream today because I have to entertain people. And it's like, no, I can just chill. And like people are just going to chill with me and it's awesome. There's not a lot of like requirements, if that makes sense. Looks like it's weightless. It's just super strong. Sure is. It's actually being held up with my aura right now. That's how powerful my aura is. Sounds like me and my wife spending a lot of time at home. Yup. Yup. But you know what? Like, home is a safe place, right? It's like, I don't know if anyone else is like this. Growing up, I never had like much of a safe space. So I kind of like, now that I moved out, I created my own safe space. And now it's like, I never want to leave because I like it so much, which obviously isn't good, but I obviously try to be social regardless. It's just, it's such a nice feeling to have a place that feels like home. Attached. Perfect. So we have our second thing done. I said thing. I don't know what these are called. The little like pop studs. We got our second one done. Sewing on this one looks a little bit uglier, but it is complete. Therefore, it works. Didn't really have a home. I mean, you know, I had a place to stay, of course, but I had the kind of parents who, especially like my mom, who barges in the room all the time, right? And my mom, like, just to give like a little bit of lore, I guess, my mom has never really had a good reputation with who she dates. So she would get into an argument with someone or with like the guy that she's currently with, and then like burst in my room and just be like, I need to talk. Oh my God, you know, I hate him. He sucks. And it's like, I don't want to have this kind of a conversation right now. Like, I'm reading, I'm enjoying my time in my room, you know? But all of a sudden, like, the energy is like disrupted, right? So, but now I don't have that kind of feeling because I know who lives here. It's just me and Pookie. And of course, she respects my boundaries. I respect hers. And yeah, it's like it's something so simple, but it means so much, you know? Oh, I did the knot on this one a little bit shy, but it should work just the same. Not a problem. Whoop. Oh, I'm getting a lot more thread everywhere. All right. So now I should actually probably cut something really quickly. Ba-dum. Scissors low-key massive like me, so I know how to handle them. So stupid. So I sewed on one of the snaps. The camera's not gonna be able to capture it. It's so fucking bright. Jesus. But I sewed on one of the snaps and it was being hidden by the seam from the top of the glove. So I just kind of cut it off. What a heck of a big scissor. They're fabric scissors. Aren't they funny? Big ass scissor. But don't worry, I got a second pair. And they're like funny. No, these ones aren't funny shaped. I also have shearing scissors. These ones are funny. These ones they need like an oiling. But these ones are very fun. These ones are for fabrics that fray. You can cut them with the shearing scissors. And they prevent them from shearing away. You always need to. I got two hands for a reason, you know? I'm dual wielding my fabric scissors. It's the best thing to do. Time to remove more glue. How are we feeling about the glue? There's even glue that's transferred onto the shirt because there's so much glue on these. I really didn't want these coming off and they did anyways. I think I put like extra glue on some of these because they popped off the first time I wore them and I'm like, that sucks. Reinforce it. And now there's just glue on the shirt and I can't do anything about it. Like, there probably is something I can do. I can probably use some sort of a chemical to remove it, but I don't know what. So I'm not gonna risk ruining the top just because I'm tired of it. Oop. I'm so worried I'm gonna poke myself, but I think it's gonna happen anyways, to be like 100%. That I already tied this for myself. I'm so smart. At least sure was a mistake. It sure was. It's like it broke on me the first time, so I doubled down, thinking that it wasn't gonna happen again. So it obviously happened again. Oh my gosh. I don't learn the first time. But that's okay. Sometimes it takes some people a little bit longer. And that's not a problem. This glue is already kind of almost half quarter way off. I thought it was like halfway off, and then I moved my thumb and I was like, oh, I'm covering half of it. That's why it looks like it's off. Yikes. Oof. This one doesn't really want to come off easily. I wish I had another way to hold it. Imagine if people could have a third arm, they just really had to like think about needing it. Oh, what the fuck? That scared the shit out of me. That was the first time we used it. Thank you for confirming that it works. Did you guys hear the noise too, or was that just me? What did I? Just me? Fuck! I need to fix it. Damn it. I have so many audio problems. This fucking channel, man. Damn. I heard it from the left side too, so I was like, what the fuck? That did bring up like some PTSD. That I was ready to press space. I offer to help. Please do. Please do. I have struggled so long with audio, even with like my alerts. I hear the alerts, but I don't think anyone else hears the alerts. And it ruins me, man. It ruins me. I completely forgot I had those. I literally activated them like 2 streams ago, or 1 stream ago actually. So that was scary. Ah, no! I caught it. Sorry. I get nervous. What time is it now anyways? Ooh, it's 3 p.m. Yikes. Your girl gotta study, but she don't wanna. She wanna play Overwatch. I wanna play Overwatch so bad. It's such an addiction. Reinhardt. Ah. I'll probably do it after when Shadi's gone, because I have to like talk to myself like a psycho. Like who would talk to themselves? Not what I'm doing right now. I always love making fun of myself. I'll talk to myself out loud a lot when I get like kind of nervous and I'm trying to plan things. And I'm like, I talk to myself out loud and I'm like, wow, you like listen to yourself? You're crazy. You're just talking to yourself. And I think about like, I'm a streamer. I talk to myself for hours. Like, this is just what I do. Way of telling you I started playing DBD again. Ooh, how's that been? I heard Shoddy playing DBD again recently, and all I heard was, I hate this new fucking guy. I'm not playing again until they fix this dumb shit. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. That's so fair. So apparently the new guy's kind of tough to go against. Chaotic. That is so fair. That is so fair. It sounded like it from whatever I was hearing. Ah, stabbed myself. This glue on this one side is not coming off. If I was smart, I would heat it up. Right? I think. But I'm not doing that now because I have to take out my tool, which is right behind me, and that's so far away. Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah, that new guy. It's been fun. That's awesome. I'm glad you're having fun. I haven't played DBD in so long. But I think it's really just because I fucking suck at it. Uh, like I really enjoy the game. I do. I haven't played it in a while though, just Just because, honestly. It's not like Overwatch is been a really bad obsession of mine that takes over my every being. It was like a guilty look at the camera. This glue is driving me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They put glue all over my fucking studs. And by they, I mean me. I put glue all over my studs. And I regret. Um, trying to think, like, is there anything else I can do than just poke it with a needle? Like, needles don't solve all your problems. Hmm, I don't think that's gonna. I may just give up on getting rid of all the glue and just kind of force the needle through it anyways. I don't think that's a good plan, but it's the only plan I have right now. Okay. This one will go here. So let's try to pin it in place. They're kind of hard to pin in place, but so far, I was gonna say so far it's working, and it almost fell. So far it's been mediocre. It works mediocrely. I'm gonna ask you about your astrological sign. Ask if you were a Gemini, and then I saw your bio. Yeah, it would mention it, doesn't it? You're close. Yeah, I'm a Cancer. Yes, yes, Queen. Apparently, I'm emotional or something. Never heard of her. Never been emotional in my life. Whoops. I heard a pop. I got nervous, but I guess it's okay. I love the fact that my star sign is crab. I love crabs. They're awesome. Almost as much as I love Anomalocaris. I'm a Gemini. Ooh. Sarcasm, much. I never heard of her. Never heard of her. She cute. I love cute baddies. I found one then. Yeah, you summon them. You smelt out the Gemini, right? It's just that powerful. Yikes. The sewing is not going as easy as the other ones. Ooh, I've stabbed myself twice so far. But doing good. Doing fine. I said doing fine, and then I'm like, uh-oh, I lost my thread. Okay, now we're getting in the rhythm. Like, sewing these little studs, once you get in the rhythm, it's all good. But until you get then, it's like, yikes, it's gonna fall off any second. I heard a noise. I couldn't tell if that was Mr. Pickles or like someone outside or something. I think it was someone outside. I'm just a two-faced hoe. I'm sorry if I'm a bitch or something. I'm like a Virgo. We all know someone who's actually like that, though. It's kind of scary. I was gonna say Geminis are following me, and I realized not really. I was trying to think now. I'm like, do I tend to run into a lot of a certain type of people? And I'm like, not really. I'm like, I tend to get heartbroken by Sagittarius, but I think that's just like who they are, kind of. I think that just happens. All I know is like my grandmother is like a firm believer in star signs. And anytime that I would meet someone, She's like, when's her birthday? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, you ask him and you tell me. I'm like, oh, then's her birthday. It's like, yeah, you're not a good match. I'm like, okay. She's like, you cannot trust this fucker. I'm like, Jesus. She's like, what's her birth year? And this is like going into like the Chinese zodiacs too. She's like, you're a monkey, he's a lion. It's not gonna work. But you know what? She was always right. She was always right. Like, I can't call her psycho because if it's true, it's true, right? So far, she's never been wrong. Even the fact she called her own daughter, my mom, a rat. And I'm like, yeah, that's her Chinese zodiac. She's like, I knew it. She's so diva. I love my grandma. Because I've dated a good many Aquarius women. I'm heartbroken. No! Whoops. Sagittarius are known for being all over the place. If you want to be home, then don't. Yeah. Yeah. I learned that harshly. I have such a funny. Oh my god, such a funny thing. So there was this. Oh, yay! I found the last pin. I didn't even mark it down, but I found it. Okay, but I have a really funny story. There was this new girl who showed up at my school. This was years ago, right in high school. This new girl showed up, and we're not used to new kids at our school because it was a really like high class school. I got in thankfully because of I don't know what it was. It was like grades, and we also had like some sort of like pity system. Like I don't know what it was, but we got part of it paid off by like government services. So I was able to go to the school. So a new student shows up, and we're like, "Ooh, a new student! How exciting!" And this girly becomes like a really, really, really good friend of mine really quickly. She's in my class. I see her all the time, and she's like super out there. And she's a Sagittarius, so I'm like, oh, that's fair, you know? She's talking with everyone. She's like everywhere at the same time. And I really, really, really liked her. And she was telling me one day, she's like, I don't know what it is, but like lesbians love me. And I was like, oh, that's funny. And she's like, yeah, like girls keep asking me out, and I keep having to tell them, like, I'm not interested in women. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know? And already at that point, I'm like, damn, that kind of sucks because I really wanted to ask her out. So what did I do? A month later, I asked her out anyway. So she's like, I thought I told you I'm not interested. I'm like, I thought it was worth a shot. We kind of stopped talking a little bit more after that. It wasn't because of that though. It was just because uh she ended up not really liking me, like my personality, and I was like, that's totally fair, girly. And then she's like, we don't want you to sit at the lunch table with us anymore. And I'm like, that's no problem. But this was the type of girl who like we would um we would go out like for lunch at school. We would leave the campus, and they'd be like, you know, random guys walking the streets. She's like, oh my god, like quickly like grab my hand so no one flirts with me. And me, who I liked her, I was like, not a problem, you know. She's like, can you pretend to be my girlfriend so they don't talk to me? I'm like, of course. It was really funny, but I was like, obviously I'd fall for her over that. And she's like, I'm like, I don't know why girls keep liking me. I'm like, I don't know, maybe because you tell the lesbians to hold your hand. Like, shocker. It's just like, I heard you, might want to change that. It's like, girly, I heard you, but I ain't listening. It's like, I heard what you're saying, but I don't care. I'm taking my shot anyways. And when it came out the same way, I was like you know, like the Pikachu shocked face. I was like, oh, she doesn't like me back. A straight girl doesn't want me. That's so shocking. Who would have known? But to be fair, like everyone wanted her, so she had options. And I wasn't exactly the prettiest in high school. I have evolved. I've mutated. No, this thread. Okay, I fixed it. The threaded looked like shit, but I got it. I fixed it. For you, baby girl. I can tell the brain damage is getting to me. I'm starting to feel like dumber by the minute. Ah! I stabbed my skin. I stabbed my skin, I didn't even feel it. That was so silly. I'm trying to get a surprise Pikachu emote. Honestly, that'd be so cute. But it was so funny. We used to go out skating, like ice skating, and she didn't know how to. She's like, "Can you hold my hand? I'm gonna fall over." I'm like, "Not a problem." It was like all the time. She's like, "Oh, quickly, can you hold my hand?" I'm like, "I'm already on it, baby girl." And then started coming to the point that we were like flirting. But she was like fake flirting with me because there was guys around. She's like, "I don't want them to talk to me." And I'm like, "I'm flirting with you, girly." And she's like, "Okay." That was so funny. Interesting time in my life. Oh, nope. I missed my soul line by a lot. But we are almost complete. It's mean of her though. Like I don't think she knew, right? Like I tried to give signs, but like giving signs as a woman to another woman, like you could say like the craziest shit to another girl. It's just like, "Oh my god, thank you, sis." I'm like, "No." Like I want something more. And they're like, "Yeah, of course I want something more. I love you." I'm like, "No, I'm serious." You could like compliment a girl. Okay, I'm just thinking this like you can compliment a girl like you so hot, you so sexy, baby girl. I want you in my room right now. I undressed beautifully, you know, like take it off. She'd be like, "Oh my god, I love you. That's so cute." I'm like, "No, I'm serious." I know, I find that shit funny. And of course, like, you know, girls often don't really take the first the first steps, I guess what you say. I got the number of this hot ass um goth girl one day when I was at work, and I was so nervous because I was like, "Oh my god, she want me. She want me. That's crazy." And she wasn't only like super super pretty, but she was like a singer in a band, and oh my god, she was so cool. And I was like, the more I was talking with her, I was like, "Yo, I like this girlie so much." And then the more I started talking with her, the more I'm like, I am so like not in her league at all. So I did what any normal person would do. I stopped texting first. We never talked since. It's been like almost 4 years. It's been almost 4 years. But like I still follow her, right? She's with a man now. She's with a man. That is like 1000% on me. I had it in the palm of my hands. I had it in the palm of my hands, man. It was so cute too. I was working as like a barista. She wrote her number on the straw. It was so cute. Like I was about to throw it out, and like my the girly pop I was working with, she was like, "Oh my god, wait, there's something written on the straw." She's like, "Oh my god, she totally likes you." It's like she walked in, like complimented her top, and she got like all nervous. I'm like, "Ooh, she's flustered." I know. I talk about that story often. I think about her because I'm like, I always think back on the fact that like I didn't think I could bag anyone at that time. I almost could have bagged one hell of a baddie, and I was like, that was all me. Like it was also me to fumble, but that was all me. Like The aura. Aura farming. All right. So fun news. We have completed, well, not completed the glove because we still have, you know, of course, the stains and stuff to deal with. But the actual attachments have been made and have been fixed, which is awesome. There's an ad starting soon. Can you not? Where's my mouse? I lost it. I'm gonna snooze that. I don't want an ad right now. What we have next to deal with is this ratness. Oh my god, it's worse than I thought it would be. This rat nest of a wig. I did dye her myself, which I am quite happy with. You can see kind of the ombre. Like at the bottom it's darker. She smelled bad. She smelled bad. She dusty. However, yes, the Pikachu. That's so funny. So we need to retire Kiriko. I mean, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. She's looking so good. Let's retire her for now. And we have her wig that we're gonna have to work on soon. Oh. So there she is. God, I put the wig on shitty. However, there she is. The little it's stuck on the Velcro from my sleeve. But I also dyed the bangs, which is cute. The bangs obviously need to be restyled. Probably recut, actually. This side looks quite low. The big ass Pikachu thing. It's so cute. I love it. Guys, this is gonna be probably my next task. This rat nest is probably oh no. This is probably gonna take me 3 hours. I don't want to say it will, but it will probably take 3 hours. I love it. Thank you. It was my first time actually dyeing a wig, so she ended up pretty well. Pretty fine. Getting stuck on the Velcro. Obviously, I'm not gonna be doing that this stream because it's gonna take me a little bit long. It is like an easy thing that I can do on stream. I just don't really have like the setup for it, so I'll probably do it off stream, like fixing the dress and trying to magnetize these horns instead to her. Very pretty, very pretty. Regardless, I'm probably gonna do that off stream either today or Thursday, another day, hopefully soon. But we did get quite a little bit done. The boots are completely fixed. The pants were fine to begin with, so that's awesome. The attachments for the gloves are done. The shirt only needs like a few stitching to be fixed, which is awesome. And for the gloves, all I need is to try to remove the stains. So we did do quite some nice work today. Not very fast, but we did do work, which is awesome. So yeah. Sadly from here, I can't, like, I can start a raid, but I kind of can't because of how my monitors are set up right now. So I'm going to switch over to our just chatting session, which means you will no longer be seeing me. I'm going to turn to my little avatar. So for one, I want to thank you guys all for being here and let me know genuinely in the Discord or just in chat whenever you want to, how you like the stream. Because it's completely different, of course, to our usual stuff. So if it's something you enjoyed, if it's something you would totally watch next time, let me know. And yeah, not a problem. I'm probably going to be doing this kind of stuff anyways because I'm going to be cosplaying anyways, so may as well stream it. But yeah, let me know what you thought about it, if you think changes should happen. Yeah, if you have any suggestions, of course, not a problem. I'm going to switch over to our just chatting. Goodbye for now. Hello, friends. Now I'm regular Ally. Regular Ally. Looks like Pickles has been in it. It probably has been. He really likes licking Kiriko's like bald wig. which is awesome. Ooh, Little Ally, is that her name? Is that her name? More? I'm glad you like it. I'm really happy. I was very nervous because I've been doing gaming streams for a year now. So to completely change it, which is why we're still going to be doing gaming streams, obviously. But to switch from gaming, where all you see is this from me, to an actual physical, like you're staring at me the whole stream is very different. But I'm very happy. If people like it, then that's awesome. Let's go figure out who we want to raid. It's very inspiring. That makes me so happy. That's literally what I wanted to do. So I'm happy I can help. Or not only help, but yeah, I'm happy I can be insightful, I guess. Go figure out who we want to go say hi to. Oh, this opened up on the other monitor. Let's see in our following. What kind of friends do we have on right now? Who do you want to go say hi to? Doom. I have a lot of friends on right now, playing a big variety of things. What I think we're gonna do, we're gonna raid back Izumi Haru. She raided us a little while ago. I think we're playing Overwatch. She has a new little avatar. She's so cute. A VTuber. Very nice, very nice. I stopped into her stream once before, which it wasn't a lot, sadly, but very friendly. Playing Roblox. I've never seen this game, so we're not really gonna be seeing anything that we've streamed before, but I think it's very nice to, you know, raid her back, say hi, show that we have a lot of support. And yeah, I hope you all have a great day, whatever time it is for you, day, night. Make sure to stay hydrated, make sure to eat. Now that I mentioned that, I am very hungry. So I'm definitely gonna grab something to eat shortly after. I hope you had a great stream. As I mentioned, let me know what you think about it. Either, of course, wherever, if you want to DM me, if you want to be in the Discord, not a problem. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I'll keep everyone up to date on when is going to be our next cosplay stream. Tomorrow, we are going to be streaming Repo. It's going to be my first time playing. If you want to join, let me know. We still have a lot of spots available. I just hit my mic. I really apologize. I was getting too passionate. But yeah, if you're interested in joining, if you're interested to watch, it will be tomorrow. I don't know at what time yet. I'm very sorry. I'm still trying to figure that out, or try to take everyone into consideration. But I hope to see you there tomorrow. Hope you have a great day, night, whatever time it is for you. And I hope to catch you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.